The following is a copyrighted feature of the Fun Media Group in conjunction with the Alabama High School Athletic Association.
We are the radio home of the 7-time state champion Fyffe Red Devils. Fun 92.7 HD2. Now from the FTC Farmers Telecommunication Cooperative Broadcast Booth. It's the Red Devil Preview on Fun 92.7. Brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle.
Getting started a little early here this evening on what is shaping up to be an absolutely gorgeous, if not cool, Friday evening here in Northeast Alabama. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our little one red light town of Fyffe, where tonight the Fyffe will begin the first of a two-game homestand. The first time this season we get to say that. Every time Fyffe has come home, they've returned back to the road next week. This will be the first of two at home, tonight with Holly Pond, next week with the Geraldine Bulldogs. And in all honesty, the game that everyone has been looking forward to, but also the final region game of the year, and coupled with that, the final game of the regular season. I'm Adam Ward alongside Greg Mears. Jeremy Johnson. Drew Sims is our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter this evening. We are on the air early, and I want to explain now why. If folks missed the video earlier, there was a big announcement. We've got several pregame festivities to get to this evening that we're going to try and cover right here on the radio. We will begin around the 6:25 mark by honoring the 2014 state champions, the first state championship in Fyffe football history. Juniors and seniors from that team will be honored tonight. Following that, I will actually step off this mic and exchange it for another, and we'll handle the PA duties for a moment as we honor and recognize the Pee Wee football players and cheerleaders. That'll take place somewhere around 6:30, 6:35. Jeremy will take my spot as host, and You may want to hang on for that one, folks. It may be a bit of a wild ride as we'll cover all of it on the radio, so you'll get a bit of a respite there, JJ. You just get to toss and kind of kick the can around a little bit until we're ready on the other side of the wall here. And then, of course, tonight we're going to have something very special. And, gentlemen, this is a first in my broadcast career. I know all of you haven't been around with me near as long, but it's going to be a first for all of us. We don't all get to say that too many times. But Tate Anderson, the younger brother of Logan, this month being what it is, not only Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but Down Syndrome Awareness Month. Tate's will be running in a touchdown. He'll line up, as I'm told, the plans were tentative to flux a little bit, depending on everything and the surroundings of it all. But around midfield, as we understand, last told, Tate will line up with the Red Devil offense, take a handoff, and against the Holly Pond defense. And we'll have the opportunity to run in a touchdown, and he'll be clad in Fyffe jersey, pads, and helmet, and get to look just like his older brother Logan and even older brother Peyton, who also wore number 24. So it's going to be a great night for high school football, a great next hour and a half, 15 minutes or so. Guys, let's dive a little bit into this ball game, though, tonight. While there is a lot of pomp and circumstance surrounding the pregame, there is still a football game to be played, Greg, is what I'm trying to say here as I collect my thoughts here. Holly Pond comes into this matchup tonight 3-4, 2-3 on the year. But interestingly enough, there's not many times anymore that we get to say it's a first ever matchup between two teams, and that's what we've got here tonight. Yeah,
they're down near Coleman, and we just haven't played them yet. And it's nice to see a new team, though. A little exciting to see different uniforms out there. A little bit looking like Marshall right now, I guess. But should be fun to watch.
JJ, this is a team that has really never gotten any traction as a program. And it's not like this is a program like Asbury or Brindley Mountain that's only been in existence 12, 15, 18 years. They've been around since the 30s. This program has never found any traction. Only one head coach with a winning record in their entire history.
Yeah, we talked about Asbury, we talked about Brindley Mountain, relatively new high school programs, and it's interesting to find schools where they haven't had a history. Matter of fact, I went to North Sand Mountain, and for years, even when I graduated in 91, long time ago, they'd only had maybe a couple of winning seasons. So it makes me think, all right, with emphasis sports-wise, is it on something else?
Sure.
Don't really know a lot about that, but here they are.
Well, they are known, and you'll like this, they are known as a basketball school right now. They've had a lot of success over the past decade and a half or so with a basketball program. But, Drew, on the other side of that coin, the Fyffe Red Devils, very well established. Everybody over the last decade itself has really become to know Fyffe as the standard. Even you go back before that, if you ask Coach Benefield, it was said really 20 years ago, by the way, and the culture that he has built here with this team. You've been a part of that culture as we get ready to honor the 2014 team. I'm going to have to make sure I say that right. It's 10 years. But you've been a part of that culture. Where have you seen this culture grow in your time since leaving it, to the point where from the outside now you can kind of see where and why people want to mimic what Fyffe has beyond the championships?
Well, we talk a lot about, the standard. Well, the standard, has grown. As Coach Benefield has grown as a coach, as his coaching staff has grown, you kind of, as things have gone on, they've learned how to handle winning, I know it's a cliche to say, but Coach Benefield's a lot like Nick Saban in that we're going to handle our business. We're going to do what we do. Don't matter what anybody else does. Don't matter what the other team does around us.
Yeah.
So that's how I've kind of seen it grow, from a coach that hadn't won. He had been when I started, but then in 2013 being so close, and then in 2014 winning.
Yeah. Well, things certainly have changed around here for the better, and Coach Benefield will remind you just how blessed we are. If you talk with him, we will chat with Coach later on in the program, as well as Will McDaniel, the first-year head football coach of the Holly Pond Broncos. Coming up after this break, though, we're going to throw it back to the studio and check in for the first time tonight with Travis Lane in our Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard studios to get the latest on games we're following tonight. Arab Scottsboro, always a big one. That game on 92.7 FM HD1. Winner of that game claims second place in that region behind Gunnersville, and the loser stands a chance to fall all the way to the 4th seed with Boaz still looming for the Knights. And we've got other games to follow Travis is going to give us that on the other side. You're listening to the Red Devil Radio Preview Show brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle. We'll be back with a check of the Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard coming up in just a moment here on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
The town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle are proud supporters of the Fyffe Red Devils. The mayor and town council would like to remind fans that we all play a role in the education of our students. As parents, fans, and members of this community, we set the example whether you're aware of it or not. Real Red Devil fans practice good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle. Go Big Red.
50 words to describe 50 taters. Delicious, tasty, mouth-watering food heaven. Well, there are many more words, but to experience comfort food in a casual dining atmosphere, stop in at 50 taters. From loaded taters that are legendary in North Alabama to sizzling steaks, tantalizing barbecue plates, burgers, and simply irresistible salads, the choices are endless. Fill up before the big game at 50 Taters in Rainsville at 770 East Main Street. Open Wednesday through Saturday 11 to 8 and Sundays 11 till 2:30. 50 Taters. It's taterific.
Whether personal or business, taxes or record keeping, you could always use help. Think ABC. That's right, ABC, Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants. With more than 25 years experience in helping people, owner Melody Coker and Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants can provide you with professional tax preparation and financial accounting. With tax season fast approaching, ABC can help you be prepared for upcoming tax readiness and will be there for you when it's time to do your tax returns. So think ABC, Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants in Fyffe and Rainsville. Call 256-638-3335.
Ready to hit the road in a new car, but have no credit or bad credit? That's no problem here at Ace Auto Sales. Hi, I'm Ace, and here at Ace Auto Sales, we understand that life happens and credit issues can arise. That's why we're here to help you get into a new car that you'll love. At Ace Auto Sales, you can drive away in about 30 minutes with our hassle-free financing and unbeatable deals. Ace Auto Sales, where every car now has a warranty. Come see for yourself why our customers keep coming back to Ace Auto Sales. Browse our inventory at aceautosales.online.com.
Turn your backyard into an unforgettable playground with an inflatable rental from Air Kids Inflatable Rentals. Choose from a variety of bounce houses, towel trains, water slides, obstacle courses, and combinations that will ensure your kids have tons of fun. Make it a tasty event with a cotton candy, snow cone, or popcorn machine. Air Kids will even deliver it to your home for a nominal fee. Affordable rentals and 20% discount for churches and schools. Call 256-996-1995 and follow Air Kids Inflatable Rentals on Facebook. Air Kids Inflatable Rentals, making your event memorable.
Elevate your brand with top-notch labels from Alliant Label LLC. A full-service label manufacturer, we offer everything from blank shipping labels to customized solutions. Whether you're a small farmer or a large corporation, we cater to your needs with precision and care. Family-owned and operated with 30 years of industry expertise, Alliant Label excels in delivering large-scale orders promptly and efficiently. Our commitment to quality and customer service means your brand receives the attention it deserves every time. Visit AlliantLabel.com or call 888-673-0707. Alliant Label, making your ideas stick.
This is the new home of the Fyffe Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2. Now back to the Red Devil Preview, brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle.
We continue with the Red Devil Radio Preview Show right here from Paul Benefield Stadium, the Farmers Telecommunications Cooperative broadcast booth. I'm Adam Ward. He's Greg Mears, Jeremy Johnson. Way to my far right, Drew Sims, our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter this evening. As we get set for tonight's matchup, let's throw it back to the studio to Travis Lane, who is in our Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard studios to get the latest on games we're following throughout the evening with big region implications on the line. Travis?
It's another Friday night in the heart of Dixie, and it's time to spend your dollar and head to the stadium and holler under the stars. And while you're in your cars, you got to tune in to the Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard with your host, Travis Lane. Let's take a look at all the action taking place across Sand Mountain and the Tennessee Valley tonight. We have Arab at Scottsboro, Priceville at Lawrence County, Douglas at Brewer, Holly Pond at Fyffe, Appalachian at Woodville, Ardmore at East Limestone, Asbury at Sylvania, Austin at James Clemens, Bob Jones at Albertville, Brinley Mountain at Collinsville, Central High School Florence at West Morgan, Cleveland at Falkville, Coosa at West End, Coleman at Decatur, Danville at Hatton, East Lawrence at Wilson, Fort Payne at Hazel Green, Gunnersville at Boaz, Huntsville at Florence, Ider at Spring Garden, Jasper at Hartselle, Madison County at Randolph, New Hope at Plainview, North Jackson at Westminster Christian, Pleasant Valley at North Sand Mountain, Pisgah at Gaston, Russellville at West Point, St. John Paul the Deuce at Madison Academy, Sardis at Fairview, Sparkman at Grissom, Westbrook Christian at J.B. Pennington, Whitesburg Christian at Geraldine, and we'll keep you up to date with all of the scores tonight and throughout the evening on the in-game scoreboard. Now let's take a look at a couple teams that are on my radar this evening, and I think you should keep on your radar too. And you can if you'll keep it tuned into the scoreboard show. First of all, we've got the Austin Black Bears. They're heading up to Madison City Stadium to match the James Clemens Jets. As the season is getting in the short rows, both of these teams have fared the storms pretty well thus far. Austin is sitting 7-0, and James Clemens 5-2. These two teams ain't no strangers to the rain, nor are they to each other. This will be the 10th time they've met on the field since James Clemens fielded their first team in 2012. Since then, Austin has won 6 out of 10 times, and last time these two teams tangoed, Austin beat James Clemens 28-7. There's a lot on the table tonight. As if Austin wins, they win the region championship. Will the Black Bears be on top, or will the Jets soar in the air? I'll let you know, good, bad, or fair. And one more game to stay tuned for is tonight's Battle of North Jackson at Westminster Christian. The Chiefs are 5-2, and the Wildcats are 5-2. Last week, North Jackson narrowly lost to Plainview 33-32, and that same evening, Westminster toppled Madison County 40-21. At this point of the season, every game, every point matters, as we only have 2 weeks left of the regular season. Will the North Jackson Chiefs scalp the Wildcats, or will the Wildcats maul the Chiefs? I'll keep you updated on the world-famous Rainsville Auto Glass in-game scoreboard.
Travis, we appreciate that. We look forward to catching up with you throughout the evening. Guys, a couple of quick thoughts here as we get ready for Holly Pond and Fyffe as we look out, and both teams come out in warm-ups right now. And this is a program in Fyffe, Greg, that is needing to get back healthy. They've really only had about one half or so of fully healthy football. That was in that first half against Sylvania. They have not had a complete game with everybody at their avail this year so far.
No, and they'll be missing Anthony Mill tonight. So, again, the streak kind of continues. Ryder Gibson out there, had a concussion last week. He's wearing a Guardian helmet tonight. So, not sure how much action he'll see. But hopefully by the time the playoffs get here and no more injuries, they'll get back and be healthy 100%.
And, Drew, as you have taken your place down towards the sideline there, one of the things that we were very grateful to hear this week was the return of Tucker Wilkes completely, in that the MRI was very clear and bringing forth good news. There was a lot of trepidation, though, heading into that one, thinking it could be pretty bad.
Yeah, and it ended up just being a sprain. So they let Tucker play long snap last week and keep that streak of not missing any games alive. So that should continue this week.
All right, we'll take the break. When we come back, it's time to dive into the Broncos of Holly Pond. We'll hear from their head football coach, Will McDaniel, as well. That conversation with Michael St. John coming up on the other side. You're listening to the Red Devil Radio Preview Show, brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
The town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle are proud supporters of the Fyffe Red Devils. The mayor and town council would like to remind fans that we all play a role in the education of our students. As parents, fans, and members of this community, we set the example whether you're aware of it or not. Real Red Devil fans practice good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle. Go Big Red.
When it comes to protecting all that you've worked hard for, wouldn't it be great to have one place that protects it all? I'm Allstate Agent Casey Price, and I'm the only insurance agent you need to help keep tabs on protection for all of your stuff. I proudly served those in Alabama, but I can now help protect all of Georgia and Tennessee. From your home, car, rental properties, and ATVs, to your life, retirement, and business insurance, I can help with it all. Give Megan and I a call today at 256-638-7910, or stop by my office in Rainsville and see us. Are you in good hands?
Since 1980, Applebee's has been bringing great food and big smiles to neighborhoods all over the world. And now on Tuesdays at Applebee's in Fort Payne, we invite you to cheat on tacos. Put some passion back into Tuesdays with hot and juicy burgers and fries for only $9.99. The Bourbon Street Mushroom Swiss, the Quesadilla Burger, the Classic Cheeseburger, all burgers with fries just $9.99. Cheat on Taco Tuesday at your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne, 111 Airport Road West. Call 256-273-5245. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
From one season to the other, your garage door takes a beating. Hot, cold, wind, rain, plus it's continuously in use. Time for a new garage door or a fix on an old reliable? CCM Garage Doors sells and maintains all makes and models of garage doors. 24-hour on-call service. 3 years parts and labor warranty along with free estimates. CCM Garage Doors is Better Business Bureau accredited. Don't fight the ups and downs of an aging garage door. Call Chris at 256-572-9170. CCM Garage Doors. Online at ccmgaragedoors.com.
The Clarkson Pennington Law Firm can handle your legal needs.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. We'll be there for you. Everybody needs someone by the side. That's just what we'll do. You can put your trust in us at ClarksonFirm.com.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than the quality of legal services provided by other lawyers.
Attention football fans, this season don't let slow internet make you miss a single touchdown, tackle, or triumph. With our gigabit fiber internet, you get blazing fast speeds that keep you in the game. Stream every play in crystal clear HD. Blitz through online stats and video chat with fellow fans, all with zero lag. Don't fumble your connection, score big with our unbeatable fiber service. Call FTC and get your gigabit fiber internet just in time for the big game. Stay connected, stay ahead, stay unstoppable. Visit farmerstell.com or call us at 866-638-2144. FTC, we keep you connected.
This is the new home of the Fyffe Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2. Now back to the Red Devil preview, brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle.
Welcome back as we continue from the Farmers Telecommunications Cooperative broadcast booth. As almost a full squad is out now for both squads. Still a few lingerings to come out on the field, second and third units, I imagine, but some stragglers will come out, mainly all starters out right now. But as we continue on with the pregame show, brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle, I'm Adam Ward alongside Jeremy Johnson, Greg Mears. Drew Sims is our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter this evening. Let's get into the Holly Pond Broncos, as this is a first ever meeting. A lot of folks around these parts not very familiar with this Broncos squad. We mentioned it in the opening segment there that this is a school that has become kind of known for their basketball prowess over the last really 15 years or so. But like Fyffe, Holly Pond, they've been playing in and out of 2A and 3A after spending the last two seasons in 2A. Holly Pond has spent every season in their program's history bouncing back and forth between 2 and 3A, Greg. A lot of folks might say, well, there's not that much difference. Well, here in the last 10, 12, 15 years especially, we've noticed a major difference in the competition level between 2A and 3A.
Oh, yeah, especially if you're one of the smaller 2A schools and you start and you bump up a small 3A school and you start playing a large 3A school. There's a whole lot of difference in that competition.
Well, when you take a look at what Fyffe did a few years ago in their first time ever making the trip to 3A in 2020 and 2021, JJ, it's not impossible, but that road to hoe got much tougher, especially when the playoffs time came around.
Well, I think everyone will agree that year, that 2020 season, and that playoff run was probably the toughest playoff run. Well, it may have been of any team in the high school playoffs that year. That was a murderer's row that Fyffe was able to survive, and then your reward was to get Montgomery Catholic in the championship game. Just a phenomenal season for those guys that year.
So as we take a look at Holly Pond, this is a team coming off a 44-0 victory over Asbury, though just 2 weeks ago had their hearts and their guts just wrenched from them, Drew, as they fell to Whitesburg Christian. A valiant effort. I believe the final was 25-24, but my goodness gracious, Whitesburg pulled that one out to the utter disgrace and demise of Holly Pond.
Yeah, that's rough. We talked about it a little last week, how good it was for Whitesburg, but you get to see the other side of the coin now. And that really kind of dashed their playoff hopes that, Holly Pond had going into that game. So now, just looking to grow as a team and build for next year at this point in the season, really.
Well, Holly Pond's last playoff appearance was in 2018. That's also the last time they had a winning season, JJ. That year they lost to Geraldine in the very first round of the playoffs. They were not in the same region as they are this season, but this has been a bit of an up-and-down roller coaster, probably more so down than ups throughout this Holly Pond program.
Yeah, it has. And Greg and I were just looking at the roster here, and the thing I noticed about this year's squad is they've got some veterans on there. I guess I'll call them that. The seniors and juniors on the offense starting tonight for Holly Pond. So, you would hope, you hear people talk about veteran leadership. You got some seniors on there, and, they want to end well. So you'd hope to see them put forth their best effort tonight.
What do you expect out of this football team here, Greg, that's going to run a little bit of what Fyffe used to run here with some of the option and the wing tee? They're a more traditional wing tee, if you will. What do you expect out of Holly Pond here tonight in this matchup with Fyffe?
Well, they'll have to be physical, of course, and they're going to have to hope that Fyffe might not be a little bit disciplined when you start running some of those options. You know, they've scored 226 points this year, but the unfortunate part is about 175 or 176 of them have all come in just 3 games. They're 3 victories.
Yeah.
So, you know, when they've got a little bit weaker opponent, that offense runs well, but then when they hit somebody a little bit tougher, they've struggled with it.
Indeed, they have. Well, we had the opportunity, Michael St. John did rather, to talk with the head football coach of the Holly Pond Broncos, Coach Will McDaniel, in his first season ever at the helm. He's technically he's the 4th in the last 5 years because Coach Moss was there in 2020, left after the 20 season, came back in 2022. So 4 head coaches technically in 5 seasons, and Will McDaniel is in his first season. It's Coach's Chat, presented by Southern Ceramic Solutions. Protect and elevate your vehicle with our friends at Southern Ceramic Solutions. Here's the head football coach of the Holly Pond Broncos, Coach Will McDaniel.
First year here, but you got 3 wins in the book. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's better. You know, it's better than it has been the last few years. These kids have really been through a lot. I always talk about our 10 seniors. I think maybe they had 5 career wins in high school going into this year, and we're at 3. So obviously we want to get as many as we can, before it's all said and done.
Coach, one thing too about it is you guys were warming up on the practice field, and I was sitting here waiting, and I don't get to sit and watch and enjoy the sunshine as much as I should. You have the friendliest football team I have ever been around. I think to the man, everyone introduced themselves as they were coming off the field. That tells me something, that there's a culture here that's developing, and I think you're the guy that can put it together.
Well, these kids have great families. This community's great. I mean, we still really value looking people in the eyes, shaking hands, and all those things that, even probably we rolled our eyes at our parents and grandparents, but, you get to be older and you really appreciate it, and these kids, they model that every day.
Certainly doing a great job there. Tell us a little bit about your team, some of the folks we'll be hearing about tonight.
We got senior quarterback Sawyer Olinger. He's dual threat, runs, throws. He plays defense. He's our leading tackler a lot of weeks. He's our leading tackler right now at this point in the season. He had a pick 6 last week. You have Boston Gibbs, who's a junior running back, who's had some big nights. I think he ran for nearly 300 in the game early in the season. We have fullback senior Zane Faulkner. I think last week he ran for about 140. With those 3 in the backfield and senior Brody Howard, with our wing T stuff, it gives us a lot of different options to, get people the ball. So it's been fun, and they've really taken on everything we're trying to do.
You got a lot of young men that go both ways on the defensive side of the ball. Who steps out for you?
We do. Like I said, Olinger plays both ways. Zane Faulkner plays fullback and linebacker. Diego Erwin plays guard for us on offense, plays linebacker on defense. This week, Miguel Garcia is a sophomore, and he's having to go both ways. Braden Ivy's a junior offensive lineman, defensive lineman, plays both ways. Cade Albright, tight end, defensive end, goes both ways. So we got a good mix. I mean, thankfully we can rest some of them. We got a little bit of depth here and there up front, but for the most part, we're playing a lot of guys both ways.
We're with head coach Will McDaniel of the Holly Pond Broncos. Coach, no easy task for any team in any level to go into Fyffe and play a football game. That's your task tonight.
For sure. I've really enjoyed watching them on film all week, because you can really show our kids, like, hey, these guys have been the quote-unquote Alabama, 2A, 3A football for a solid decade in this state, and you can watch them. And Fyffe, Fyffe doesn't have 5-star, 4-star guys most years. They just have really good high school football players that play hard, that are fundamentally and technically sound, and it's great to be able to show our kids that, to show, hey, this is where they're at. They haven't been there forever, but for 10 years, this group has been the standard in 2A, 3A. And, we look at this as a long-term vision. I know Coach Benefield's been there, 25-plus years. And the success they've had has really overwhelmingly been winning state championships in the last 10 years. And, Coach has been there a long time, and we want to be here a long time and really build something here.
Coach, I have a funny feeling that the Holly Pond football program is in really good hands all of a sudden, and it is well overdue. This is a great community. It's part of our coverage area, and we have some great listeners and people that we do business with in this area, and it's great to have you here at the helm of the Broncos. We want to wish you the best of luck tonight, right on through the season. Put some more W's in that column for them.
Thank you, sir. This is a great place, and hopefully we're going to give this community what they deserve. Dr. Nate Ayers is doing a great job to build it here as a former football coach and from this community, and it's a great place and no better place to be right now in this area. Roll upon roll.
I love it. Thank you, Coach.
I want to thank the head football coach of the Holly Pond Broncos, Coach Will McDaniel there. As you heard him say, roll, pond, roll. Well, we're hoping that the pond doesn't roll too much tonight, and especially after the hurricanes we've had the last few weeks, we really don't want it rolling in here. But as we get set to give you the starting lineups, what we estimate to be the starting lineups for the Holly Pond Broncos, want to give you a look at the region standings right fast here momentarily. Fyffe at number 1, 5-2 overall, but 5-0 in region play. They hold the number 1 spot. Sylvania, although depending on where if you look anywhere else, they've got Geraldine in the 2 slot and Sylvania in the 3 slot. That's simply not the case, although they would look at it because of the overall record. Sylvania is at number 2 at 5-2 overall, 4-1 in region play. Geraldine at number 3, 6-1. 4-1 in region play, but the reason Sylvania is at number 2 is because they beat the Bulldogs earlier this season. Collinsville right now in that 4th spot. Now 1, 2, and 3, the teams aren't set yet as far as them being at the 1, 2, and 3 spot, but they have locked themselves into the playoffs mathematically. It's Collinsville who sits there with, I wouldn't necessarily say an uneasy feeling, but their future has not been set yet as far as getting a lock. Whitesburg Christian at 5, 3, and 4, 2, and 3 over in region play. Holly Pond sits at 6. They've got to win out. Whitesburg Christian has got to win out in either one of them to make the playoffs there. And, of course, with Whitesburg getting that win over Holly Pond needs Whitesburg to lose. They sit in 6, 3, and 4, 2, and 3. Brindley Mountain and Asbury round it off here this evening in our region standings. Let's give you the starting lineups for the Holly Pond Broncos.
All right, starting off at left tackle number 67, Braden Ivy. He's 6'4", 271 pounds. He's a junior. Left guard number 57 is Diego Araguin, 5'8", 210-pound senior. Center number 56, Levi Kelso. He's 5'8", 236. He's also a senior. Right guard number 74, Kyron Grazier, 5'10", 203-pound senior. Right tackle number 50, Adian Montesker. He's 6'2", 225-pound junior. They use a tight end, number 85, Tommy Albright, 6'4", 240 junior. Wide receiver, number 2, Jackson Wilkins. He's 5'9", 145-pound senior. The second wide receiver is number 4, Zane Faulkner, 5'6", 179-pound senior. And then wide receiver number 3 is 11, Brody Howard. He stands 6 foot, 178-pound senior. Running back is Boston Gibbs. He's 5'11", 175-pound junior. And quarterback is number 15, Sawyer Ollinger. He is 5'8", 178 pounds senior.
All right, that's the starting lineup for the Holly Pond Broncos. When we come back, the Fyffe Red Devils will break them down. We'll also get ready to honor the 2014 Fyffe Red Devil State Football Championship team. 10 years, and boy, it's about time we remember what God blessed us with back in 2014. We'll take the break, be back on the other side. You're listening to the Red Devil Radio Preview Show, brought to you by the Town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle.
The Town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle are proud supporters of the Fyffe Red Devils. The Mayor and Town Council would like to remind fans that we all play a role in the education of our students. As parents, fans, and members of this community, we set the example whether you're aware of it or not. Real Red Devil fans practice good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the Town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle. Go Big Red.
You need a place to save to start now. Get along to that first house. Caught in the storms of life, it's just fair weather. You'll be safe. First State Bank will grow together.
First State Bank, locally owned and operated, where we can meet your needs personally and promptly with online banking featuring online bill pay, e-statement, mobile banking, mobile check deposit, debit, and credit cards.
First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Experience the local legend in frozen treats at Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice. More than an ordinary stand, it's a Fyffe tradition owned by 3 generations of Fyffe High School alumni who excel in serving smiles. Fully licensed, insured, and equipped with updated health permits. Our 3 trailers bring the party to you. Call 256-717-7239 for any occasion, large or small, from sporting events to family reunions, offering 35 flavors of shaved ice, plus hot chocolate, spiced cider, and coffee. Taste the hometown pride at Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice.
Fyffe Pharmacy is your hometown Health Mart pharmacy for all your prescription and personal health needs. Fyffe Pharmacy's focus is on you, providing you with a convenient location, professional and friendly service from a staff that knows how to make your visit pleasant and enjoyable. Located at 44 Blackwell Street, just off Alabama 75 in downtown Fyffe. Fyffe Pharmacy, your Health Mart pharmacy, caring for you and about you.
Are you in a bind and need a reliable towing service in DeKalb County? Look no further than Guffey & Sons Wrecker Service, proudly serving the community for over 30 years. When you're stranded and need a lift, give us a call at 256-638-7041. We're here to rescue you with our expert towing and recovery. Remember, we're proud sponsors of the Fyffe Red Devils, so you know you can trust us. Don't wait. Call Guffey & Sons Wrecker Service at 256-638-7041. Guffey & Sons Wrecker Service. We'll hook you up.
There's nothing like the sound of rain on a metal roof. JC Metal Roofing provides all types of quality metal roofing for your home or even your barn with the Ag panels. JC Metal Roofing products are snap-lock standing seam. Trust the metal roofing company with over 12 years in business that offers guaranteed work from a licensed and insured professional serving all of North Alabama. Call 256-996-2678 and follow JC Metal Roofing on Facebook for current projects. JC Metal Roofing.
This is the new home of the Fyffe Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2. Now back to the Red Devil preview, brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle.
Welcome back as we continue here from the FTC broadcast booth. We get set for 2014 state championship recognition here tonight. 10 years in the making, and Drew was on the field with that team, albeit a bit of a youngster in 2014, but we'll check in with him a little bit later on as they're going to honor the juniors and seniors from that team, bringing Fyffe their first ever state championship in football. Let's take a look at the stats overall on the season really quick here. JJ, you are our resident stat man. This is a football team in Fyffe that the last few weeks, while not fully healthy, by the numbers, they've begun to find their footing a little bit.
Yeah, starting to get more like what we're used to with the Fyffe offense. Last week, phenomenal rushing as always. It's nice to see us rounding into shape from a stat perspective and from our rushing yards. Thing that sticks out to me, and this is odd talking about, running the football, but Blake this year thrown the ball 22 times, 11 completions, 50%, in the NFL, that's probably not very good, but that's pretty good. But here's what I liked. 367 yards, and 6 of those completions were touchdowns.
Yeah.
And his average per completion is almost 33 and a half yards per completion, which falls in line with 5 quarterbacks of the past. We're not going to throw it a lot, but when we do, it matters.
What's also not on that stat sheet, by the way, his long on the year, 80 yards.
Yes.
To whom? Anybody?
80 yards. My mind has went blank.
Wearing number 33, Mr. Simon
Hicks.
Yes,
Simon Hicks.
Against the Collinsville Panthers.
The leading, and that's the game I missed, so that's why I couldn't. I'm like, how did we complete an 80-yard pass?
Here's the thing, though, Greg, when you look at number 24, who's only played in 4 games all season, racked up 55 rushing attempts, but 749 yards on the ground with 10 touchdowns, of those 55 carries. He's averaging 13.6 yards a carry and 187.3 a game.
Well, yeah, he's definitely gotten back after that, the injury in the second half against Pisgah. He's definitely 100%. You saw glimpses of it in the Sylvania game. And then last week, there was no doubt about it that Logan's back right on track.
Let's talk about Coach Benefield here for a moment. This is a football coach that For all intents and purposes, he really doesn't care for what I am about to bring up. But as I told him a couple of weeks ago, you may not toot the horn of Fyffe and tout your own success, but I'm the radio guy. I'll do it for you. Coach Benefield sits third all-time amongst active coaches with over 300 wins. He has been in third place for a while, but that gap has significantly closed in the last 2 years, especially this year. Coach Benefield now sits after last week's victory over Whitesburg Christian at 356 wins. He's behind Terry Curtis of UMS Wright at 357, and that's because UMS Wright has only won 2 games this season after winning 7 last year. They went 7-5. They are 2-5 this year. And Danny Horn, who took Coach Curtis's place a couple of weeks ago of Central Clay County with that win over Scottsboro when they come up to the mountain, they are 8-0 on the season, and Danny Horn sits at 359 total victories. Coach Benefield may not care about those numbers, JJ, but that's just a taste of what Coach Benefield has been able to do. And by the way, this is not in the notes, but I want to throw this out there too. He's done it in 42 less games than Coach Danny Horn at Central Clay County, and 48 less games than Coach Terry Curtis of UMS Wright.
Yeah, and we talked about this over the years, but the numbers are the numbers. They tell a story, and they tell a story of how dominant Fyffe has been, in Coach Benefield's tenure here, and it speaks to the type of football coach that Coach Benefield is, and you don't get the same team every year. You're coaching different players. You're working with new kids. You're doing all that over all these years. And typically in high school football, in high school sports, especially small schools, you have a group of kids that are exceptional, and it, and you know it, and they have a run and they do something special. But the sustained excellence of Fyffe is unbelievable.
Yeah. Go
ahead. You talk about the dominance of Fyffe too. So back, and I know it's been a while, but back in my day, there was much more parity. My 4 years in high school, it was Plainview winning the area 1 year, Geraldine the next, Fyffe the next, Eider, and then Crossville.
Yeah.
So we had 5 different winners in 5 years, and this is when you were playing each other. You had to win 8 games. There was no runner-up or any of that stuff. If you didn't win 8, you weren't going. So it's just so much. He's just been so dominant.
Well, and something I talked with somebody this week actually is, excellence brings out excellence in other programs.
Right.
So I've thought about over the last several years. So, Fyffe doing what Fyffe does, and now all of a sudden you got Geraldine, who's traditionally been a pretty strong program. Geraldine do what Geraldine does. Sylvania making deep runs into the playoffs, and really by all means could have very easily found themselves in state championship games.
Yep.
You look at what Pisgah has done. They've been on the wrong end against Fyffe over the last couple of years, but look at what they're doing right now. Look at what's happened. And I think excellence from one program can actually breed excellence from others and raise their level of competition.
Yeah. All right, well, let's throw it to our public address announcer tonight, Mr. Danny Ashley, as we recognize our 2014 state championship football team.
I want to tell you a little bit about the history of Fyffe football. From the day that Nelson Ellis and Ronnie Householder each one set foot on the campus at Fyffe High School, the goal of the Fyffe Red Devils was to win the state championship in football. It was a mission that this school and community pursued relentlessly. Every weight lifted, every wind sprint, every grass drill, every practice was done with one thing in mind: win a state championship. It proved to be an elusive goal. But on Friday, December the 5th, in the twilight at Jordan-Hare Stadium, the 2014 Fyffe Red Devils found themselves leading in the state championship game 21-17. At the 8:17 mark of the fourth quarter, 67 yards away from a game-clinching touchdown. It was old-fashioned jaw-to-jaw and cheek-to-cheek football. There were no passes or trick plays, and with just under 2 minutes left in the game, Fyffe hammered its way to the 2-yard line. With 1 minute 58 seconds to go, Will Mashburn dove into the end zone to put Fyffe up by 11 points. A Will Brown interception finished it off. The 2014 seniors and their teammates finally achieved the state championship, which had to strive so long to achieve. They owed a debt to all the teams that went before them, and today we owe a debt to them. Their dedication and discipline set the mark for every team that has followed since that day in Auburn. They built a foundation strong enough for future teams to stand on that have resulted in 6 more state championships. Before you can win 7, you must win the first one. The 2014 team is the team that got it done. They paid the price and earned the everlasting respect of every person who loves and supports this program. Never forget what they accomplished. Some dreams do come true. Tonight, we're going to call the names of all the players on that team. Some of them could not be here, but we're going to call their names anyway. We're going to start with the seniors on that team. Seniors were Alex Benefield, Will Council, Russell Moses, Jacob Owens. Jacob Payne could not be here tonight. Jacob lives in Pensacola, Florida, and his wife is expecting their child. Austin Coots, Pancho Perez, Dakota Newsom, Austin Stiefel, Will Brown. The juniors on that team were Garrett Butts, Ty Anderson, Ryan Martin, Tyler Ashley, Kyle Collins, Ethan Jones, Hank Oliver, Cole Hush, Eli Allen, Noah Guest, John Hedrick, Chandler Wooten, and Logan Sears. Let's have a big round of applause for the 2014 state champion Fyffe Red Devils. Thank you. Okay. Hey, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Appreciate coming from you.
So that is the recognition of the 2014 state champion Fyffe Red Devils. Coming up in a moment, I will make my way to the other side of the wall and check in and get ready to do our recognition of our Pee Wee football program. But as we await that opportunity, let's throw it now to our conversation with Coach Paul Benefield. It's Coach's Chat presented by Southern Ceramic Solutions as we get ready for Fyffe and Holly Pond this evening.
Sitting down with the head football coach of the Fyffe Red Devils, Coach Paul Benefield, who has only got 2 more weeks, albeit left in the season, though there's 3 games on the or 3 weeks on the calendar, I should say. But, Coach, as we enter these final 2 games, first of all, it's always good to get back home and to be able to hopefully get some guys back after what has been sort of I don't want to say tumultuous, but it's been a hard go of things injury-wise for the guys. Where are we looking at right now?
Well, it has. It's call it anything you want to, but it's one of those things that happen in football. As I've always said, the bad luck of football is injuries, and we've had our share of them, and still are battling them. And we hope to get well pretty soon, and we're working on it, and a little bit better than we were last week, maybe. So we'll see how it plays out.
Well, Coach, as everybody knows, this is an opportunity to continue to stay undefeated in region play with a big one looming next week, but you got to take care of business with Holly Pond this week. You did that very thing last week with Whitesburg Christian, 49-7. How did you feel your team competed overall? I know a lot of young guys got in there, especially in the second half, but how do you feel that your guys competed against a Whitesburg team?
They did. They come out and did well on the road, and always good to get a win. That Whitesburg really can throw the ball well. Their quarterback is, I thought, was as good as far as throwing the ball as we saw, and putting it on the target. So they had an early drive there, a couple where they moved from 20 to 20, but we did have a lot of young guys playing, especially on defense. And Logan first 2 carries was touchdowns, so that got us out there a little bit of a lead. But they all played hard.
Coach, Coach, as you do turn the page, you get the Holly Pond Broncos. We've got some other things we'll talk about in a moment, but as you get ready for Holly Pond, the first-year head football coach and Coach McDaniel, and a team that has been around a long time, but they're on the struggle bus too. What do you see when you look at Holly Pond? When you turn on the tape, what do you see?
Well, they're familiar to me because of their offense, because they're running what I ran for 25 years, wing T, and look like got good size, and the running backs run hard. So, this time of year, you don't ever know what you're getting, and whether they're going to keep up their spirits, and whether our guys are focused on playing. And you drop the ball 2 or 3 times, and you make things more interesting than you really want to.
Coach, off the football field for a moment, sort of backpedal into the pregame stuff. You guys, a lot of folks may not be aware of this, but it's been 10 years now since the first championship team to come through Fyffe. You had a team play for it before in 07, but unfortunately came out on that short end. We're recognizing that 2014 team tonight, 10 years. Can you believe that? What goes through your mind when I say that?
It's just unbelievable. I know those guys, some I've talked to already, can't believe it's been that long. And, it's just been a decade of unbelievable success that we've had, and all attributed to our kids working hard and believing in what we do. And it's going to be good to see some of those guys. A lot of them are out in the workforce now. We hope all of them are working and raising families, and a couple of them can't be here. One's wife's pregnant, and he lives in Florida, and I got to talk to him on the phone. So just be good to see those guys and see how everything's going in their life.
How crucial was that, specifically you looking in that span of 13 and 14 and even into 15 to really set the standard of what has become Fyffe football these last 10 to 12 years? How crucial were those young men for their efforts and what they did, not only winning the championship, but as I mentioned, the 13 team to reach the semifinals and kind of give that we can reach that point? How crucial was that for your program?
Well, I mean, we knocked on the door for years. We can go all the way back to 06, 01. Actually, we lose to the state champions and on their home field at Gordo, 15-13. And I think that group set the tone in 2001 for the work ethic. And then we had 10-win seasons the next several years, and we'd get beat in the second round and third round. And in 06, we played really good against a really good Lineville team and lost in the fourth quarter. And then 07 we'll go to the finals and play a really, really good Leroy team and lose. So I think all those guys set the standard as we can do this. We just need to keep grinding and working, and we'll get our break that we deserve. And so as years went by, and these kids that won it in 14 were saying they was going to win it in the third grade. So my wife told me that a while ago in elementary PE that they would say, we're going to win the state. So, you've got to think like that and say you're going to, and believe that to work, and believe in your teammates and your coaches to make all that happen.
Well, Coach, we're hoping that they continue to say the same here with this 2024 team. Want to wish you the very best and look forward to the game. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, that's the head football coach, Paul Benefield. We're going to turn it over to Adam as we recognize our Fyffe Pee Wee program.
Elijah Sears. Number 6, Cash Meadows. Number 7, Jack Davis. Number 8, Branson Martin. Number 11, Anthony Tutherow. Number 13, Copeland Silver. Number 15, Landon Blansett. Number 17, John Parker White. Number 18, Will Graben. Number 21, Bentley Walker. Number 23, Oliver Kogar. Number 44, Cooper Edwards. Number 85, Hank Langley. And number 87, Owen Martin. Head coaches Chris Graven, assistants Nick Davis, Blake Edwards, and Craig Langley. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fyffe Red Devil C Team. And now, let's introduce you to the Fyffe Red Devil C Team cheerleaders. Sophia Black, Harper Kogar, Kimber Craig, Carly Crow, Lena Curtis, Alice Evans, Grayson Farmer, Olivia Fields, Serenity Harris, Addie Mae Howell, Zoe Lewis, Kentley Love, Macy Martin, Sienna Martin, Bailey Moultrie, Ellie Payne, Allie Phillips, Lake Wells, and Kylie Whitehead. Head coach is Brooke Lewis, assistants Kendra Crow, Nicole Martin, and Heather Howell. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fyffe Red Devils C-Team cheerleaders. And now, let's introduce you to the Fyffe Red Devil B team. Number 1, Jakin Dabbs. Number 2, Trip Jones. Number 3, Bentley Potter. Number 6, Mason Dollar. Number 7, Luke Smith. Number 8, Raylan Shankles. Number 9, Weston Upton. Number 10, Paxton Mount. Number 11, Jeremiah Edmondson. Number 13, Micah Boyd. Number 15, Elijah Harris. Number 16, Elijah Reese. Number 17, Grayson Langley. Number 19, Emmer Deboard. Number 21, Aaron Gross. Number 22, Tyreek Adams. Number 24, Diesel Cisco. Number 25, Roman Gaspar. Number 26, Owen Presley. Number 28, Tucker Blaylock. Number 31, Mason Berry. Number 34, Anthony Presley. Number 44, Jace Edwards. Number 50, Benson Waldrop. Number 55, Aiden Villava. Number 74, Joseph Schrader. And number 79, Benjamin Whiting. Head coach Rodney Blaylock. Assistants Matthew Berry, Marcus DeBoard, and Caden Sharp. Ladies and gentlemen, your Fyffe Red Devil B team. And now, let's introduce you to the Fyffe Red Devil B team cheerleaders. Kelsey Bond, Maylee Chandler, Kaylin DeBoard, Kennedy Doss, Alexis Edmondson, Briley Hawkins, Bay Helms, Addison Higgins, Olivia Miller, Victoria Olivares, Elena Parker, Olivia Parker, Sailor Smith, Avery Stevens, Aaliyah Taylor, Emery Walker, and Olivia Wells. Head coach Brandy Helms, assistants Brittany Hawkins and Elizabeth Wells. Ladies and gentlemen, your Fyffe Red Devil B team cheerleaders. And now we introduce you to the Fyffe Red Devil A team. Number 0, Jonah Johnson. Number 4, Jaden Patterson. Number 5, Elijah Dabbs. Number 10, Heisman Wilson. Number 12, Braden Rochester. Number 13, Tate Jones. Number 14, Caleb Bishop. Number 23, Job Walston. Number 26, Maddox Christenberry. Number 28, Jackson Blaylock. Number 31, Clay Chisenhall. Number 52, Jordan Johnson. Number 54, Silas Wagner. Number 70, Isaiah Lopez. Number 75, Kason Murdoch. And number 77, Wyatt Martin. Head coach Caleb Chisenhall. Assistants Bo Bishop, Justin Jones, Jesse Martin, Will Stevens, and Brad Phillips. Ladies and gentlemen, your Fyffe Red Devil A team. And now, let's introduce you to the Fyffe Red Devil A team cheerleaders. Ariana Cox, Cameron Dudley, Reagan Fricks, Chloe Graben, Emmeline Greason, Carly Haney, Lily Lawrence, Aubrey Mount, Bay Patterson, Ella Patterson, Brooklyn Prince, Victoria Stewart, J.C. Taylor, and Sky Wells. Head coach Natalie Greason, assistants Brianna Dudley and Starla Haney. Ladies and gentlemen, your Fyffe Red Devil A-team cheerleaders. Ladies and gentlemen, standing before you, the very future of the Fyffe football and cheerleading program. Let's give all our A, B, and C teams a big round of applause. C team will be in action tomorrow in the first round of the NAYF playoffs at Sylvania. A team and B team have earned the bye and will play next Saturday.
of our Pee Wee football program here at Fyffe High School as we prepare coming up in just a moment to throw it down to the field and get ready to welcome Tate Anderson onto the football field coming up in just a bit, as we'll have that special carrying of the football, if you will, by Tate. And boy, it's going to be a special evening indeed for that young man. He's had a great last couple of weeks. I've enjoyed watching the smile be put out on his face. We look forward to checking in with that coming up in just a bit. Let's throw it now to a break. We'll be back in just a moment as we continue with the extended edition of the Red Devil Radio Preview Show, brought to you by the Town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle, after this on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
The Town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle are proud supporters of the Fyffe Red Devils. The Mayor and Town Council would like to remind fans that we all play a role in the education of our students. As parents, fans, and members of this community, we set the example whether you're aware of it or not. Real Red Devil fans practice good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the Town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle. Go Big Red.
They work hard. They play hard. Liberty Bank is a proud supporter of our local student athletes. For 50 years, Liberty Bank has been your local bank with prompt local decision-making, individualized services, and a team of professionals that's committed to building relationships with every transaction. Whatever your financial needs, remember, Liberty Bank is always on your team. Liberty Bank supports and celebrates the student athletes for their hard work and commitment to teamwork. Let's hear it for all of our student athletes. Good luck on a winning season. Liberty Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Market on Main is your one-stop shop for women's clothing and gifts in the heart of Fyffe. Discover the latest fashions and game day apparel, all at an affordable price. Gear up for Friday nights under the lights with the Red Devils and find tops, dresses, jeans, jumpsuits, and rompers all on our shelves. Visit us at 1002 Main Street or call 256-623-8503. Don't forget to follow Market on Main on Facebook for specials and new inventory. Market on Main, your style, your community. Morning Glory is a locally owned and operated assisted living residence in Fyffe, providing exceptional care to those who can no longer live alone or prefer a safe and comfortable environment. We provide medication administration, bathing and dressing, all meals, housekeeping, and personal care assistance. Enjoy our family-style dining room, furnished porches, beauty salon, free cable TV, along with educational, devotional, and recreational activities. Our trained staff is available 24 hours a day. Call 256-623-2626 or visit morninggloryalf.net.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College. Hi, I'm Adam Ward, and my career got started at Northeast Alabama Community College. NACC offers the lowest tuition rates in the state and guarantees class transfers within Alabama. Customize your schedule with flexible classes and fast-track certificate programs with new online options and hybrid learning. This fall, explore the new Workforce Development Center with expanded programs and cheer on the Mustangs on the Diamond in their first ever softball season. Kickstart your future at NACC.edu.
When it's time to celebrate that special person or team, call the professionals at North Alabama Trophies. Deborah Crawford and her staff offer a wide variety of plaques and trophies in different sizes and designs. And don't forget, North Alabama Trophies is more than just plaques and trophies, designing magnets, sports uniforms, t-shirts, custom sweatshirts, and children's clothing, and offers embroidery for hats, shirts, and more. 759 Main Street East in Rainsville. Call 256-638-8572. North Alabama Trophies.
This is the new home of the Fyffe Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2. Now back to the Red Devil Preview, brought to you by the Town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle.
Welcome back to the extended edition of the Red Devil Radio Preview Show as we sit high atop Fyffe Paul Benefield Stadium. Ridgeway Long Field is where the action will take place tonight on the playing surface down there on a cool Friday evening. We continue on trucking and talking about the Fyffe Red Devils as they prepare for their region matchup, first ever matchup with the Broncos of Holly Pond. And as we talked numbers a little while ago, let's get back to a couple of numbers right quick, as this is again a situation where Coach really doesn't care necessarily about this, although he takes pride in the way it's been accomplished. Fyffe has extended the active consecutive games scoring streak. It's the longest currently in the state of Alabama to 328 games. Drew was a part of that. We'll check in with him in a moment. Fyffe also is now at 171 straight weeks. Not that this one matters by my opinion, but in the ASWA top 10, they remain at number 5 this week. only because high school football polls really don't make a hill of beans of difference. They don't help you get a playoff berth or anything necessarily. So, but Drew, when you take a look at those two numbers, you look at the 2014 team that was recognized a moment ago. You were, again, a young buck out there, but you were nevertheless on that team and has been a part of this success. I think we almost talk about this each and every week, but from that perspective, to know that 328 straight games getting on the scoreboard and all the success, what does it mean to be a Fyffe Red Devil?
Wow. It's a lot. They talk a lot about, hard work and dedication, and I feel like that gets thrown around a lot and taken for granted, I would say, because it is. I mean, it's a lot of hard work. You're here even during the summer when everybody else and all your buddies are, off fishing or doing whatever, they do it in the afternoons. So it's a lot of dedication, even from like your family, not just from you. Parents got to bring you to practice, pick you up from practice, all the things. So, that being 10 years ago makes me feel kind of old. But.
Well, JJ, let me just say, and I don't often get to work in a GOAT conversation, if you will, but Tom Brady, arguably was the greatest quarterback to ever play. As we get ready for our national anthem, I apologize. We'll take a break. We'll be back in just a moment. We'll continue that conversation on the other side of the Red Devil Radio preview show, brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle. Stay with us.
The town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle are proud supporters of the Fyffe Red Devils. The mayor and town council would like to remind fans that we all play a role in the education of our students. As parents, fans, and members of this community, we set the example whether you're aware of it or not. Real Red Devil fans practice good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle. Go Big Red.
Hello, folks. This is Greg Anthony, General Manager of North Country Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Arab, Alabama. My wife, Ash, and I would like to say good luck, Red Devils, and go Big Red. If you want to join a winning team, make the short drive to Arab, Alabama, where you're going to save money, get more for your trade-in, and have lower payments and lower interest rates. So if you want to be part of a winning team, just like the Big Fyffe Red Devils, then make the short drive to Arab, Alabama. North Country Ford in Arab. I'll see you soon.
Feel better with just one visit to Pennies from Heaven Spa and get started today on your wellness journey with us. We offer relaxation and therapeutic services as well as our Medi-Spa services. We offer massages, skincare, wellness soaks, a nutrition program, and weight loss. We customize and personalize your wellness journey. So call us today at Pennies from Heaven Spa, where you come to get away at 256-638-9772 or 256-638-9SPA.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank, PIBonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 466340. Go Red Devils!
Petals Flower Shop supports Big Red and is hometown owned and operated by Jennifer Ashley. It's that hometown connection that makes doing business with Petals so personable. Jennifer understands what her clients need because she's hometown proud. Petals Flower Shop has a variety of beautiful fresh and silk flowers with daily deliveries for funerals, weddings, or any special event. Remember, flowers are for special people too, not just occasions. Call 256-623-2763, like Petals Flower Shop on Facebook, or stop at their new location at 1160 Main Street in Fyffe. Go Big Red!
A cracked windshield is a constant distraction and a hazard. Let Rainsville Autoglass replace your windshield and give you peace of mind while on the road. Rainsville Autoglass can repair power windows and fix annoying chips in the glass too. Repairing autoglass is just part of what Rainsville Autoglass can do. They can also repair and replace glass in your home, like a cracked living room window. Call Rainsville Autoglass at 256-638-7888 or stop by 3204 Main Street East in Rainsville.
This is the new home of the Fyffe Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2. Now back to the Red Devil Preview, brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle.
Well, the Fyffe Red Devils have taken to the field with Tate Anderson here tonight. Welcome back, as Tate Anderson will sub in number 24. He'll take his place alongside his brother. Fyffe moving left to right for this opening drive of the football game. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 20. Logan Anderson will take the snap, hand off to his brother, Tate Anderson. Tate gets the handoff, takes it off the right side, evades all defenders. He's got it 10-5, touchdown, Tate Anderson.
Went in untouched over that right side, just great vision.
Wow. Way to make it to the end zone.
His teammates gather up around him in big celebration as he left all Holly Pond defenders in the dust, Drew Sims.
Yeah, absolutely. He was booty scooting right there.
That's for sure. Nothing but open grass and defenders on the ground.
Congratulations, Tate Anderson, his first ever career touchdown for the Fyffe Red Devils. A special moment for that young man indeed as the fireworks boom here at Paul Benefield Stadium. As we get back on track, get ready for our toss of the coin coming up in just a moment. Let's go ahead and run down our starting lineup for the Fyffe Red Devils.
All right. Left tackle, number 50, Weston Evans. He's 6'1", 215-pound sophomore. Left guard, 66, is Jacob Butts. He's 5'8", 221. He's a senior. Center, Jay Carter Lyles, number 62. He's 6'1", 200-pound sophomore. Beside him, right guard, 56, Jesse Martin, 5'10", 180-pound senior. Good to say this name back again, but Tucker Wilkes is back in the starting lineup. Number 70, right tackle, 6 foot, 238-pound senior. Cooper Harrison wears number 26. He's the tight end, 6'4", 191-pound freshman. Beside him is Isaac Slayton, the other tight end, wears number 10, 6 foot, 178-pound senior. Wingbacks, number 1, Everett DeBoard, 5'11", 165-pound senior. At sniffer is number 33, Simon Hicks, 5'11", 215-pound senior. Running back is Logan Anderson, number 24. He's 6'3", 220. He's a senior. And then number 4, Blake Dobbins at quarterback, 6'2", 180-pound senior.
As the Fyffe Red Devil captains get final instructions from the white hat, Holly Pond's captains get their final instructions across the way from what we believe is the back judge. Here we get set for the toss of the coin coming up in just a moment. They await the ready signal from the far side. They get the signal, and here come the captains for both Fyffe and Holly Pond coming up in just a moment. Drew Sims will give us a look at our field conditions and our weather forecast for the evening as 4 captains will be sent out for each squad as they meet now at the midfield flag logo. They will put their hands out, shake each other's hands, and get ready for a good, clean football game, we hope. Let's toss it down to midfield for the toss of the coin.
All right, guys, congratulations, okay, on being captain. Control it, okay? That's tails. Can't see it, but that's a heads. Heads or tails called loud enough. All right. There? You want to? All right now. Tails. Tails is called.
What's that? Heads.
All right, I can't see the light. Yeah. That's a heads. You want to toss.
Who would like to defer?
You want to defer. All right. Fyffe is elected to defer. You want the ball, right? Yes. Put you into the field.
Defend the scoreboard.
You can go down there. Shoulder to shoulder face. Guys right here. Shoulder to shoulder face. All right. Holly Pond's going to go ahead and receive it. Hey, good luck.
All right, thank you for that as we get ready for this one tonight. Drew, let's go ahead and get a look at our field condition and weather forecast.
Well, completely dry, no rain in the forecast, 52 degrees at kickoff, dropping down to 41 by 9 o'clock. So getting a little cool, but a great night for some football.
The Fyffe captains, the Holly Pond captains make their way back both to their respective victory lines. Holly Pond to our far left, Fyffe to our very near right inside the Elena Olivares Memorial Foundation tunnel. And right now we play a waiting game as to who is going to go first. It'll be the Holly Pond Broncos to our left, decked out with a black helmet, a green HP on each side of the helmet, white jersey with green pants. The smoke pours from the Elena Olivares Memorial Foundation tunnel. Here come the Red Devils. Tonight, they will be clad in that traditional red helmet, black flag logo on each side of the helmet, black face mask, black jersey, red numbers, white outline on both the shoulder pads, chest plate, and back plate. Red Devils written across the chest in red and white, and gray pants for the Red Devils. We want you to settle in now as we begin the shift. This is Fyffe Red Devil football. We continue in just a moment here on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Fyffe Red Devil football is on the air. We are the radio home of the 7-time state champion Fyffe Red Devils. Fun 92.7 HD2. Fyffe Red Devil football. Brought to you by
Watkins Heating and Cooling, the W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel, Voice of DeKalb, Travel by Misty and Company, the Town of Fyffe, and Mayor Paul Cagle, the Clarkson Law Firm, Straight Creek Studio, Southern Ceramic Solutions, Wilkes & Sons Trenching and Plumbing, First State Bank, 50 Taters, ABC Accounting Services, CCM Garage Doors, Congressman Robert Adderholt, Farmers Telecommunications Cooperative, Sonic Drive-In, Fyffe Pharmacy, Alliant Label, JC Metal Roofing, Liberty Bank, Market on Main Clothing and Gifts, South State Realty, Ace Auto Sales, Air Kids Inflatable Rentals, Allstate Insurance and Agent Casey Price, Applebee's Restaurant in Fort Payne, Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice, Morning Glory Meadows Assisted Living, Guffey & Sons Wrecker Service and Guffey's Tire and Wheel, Northeast Alabama Community College, Pennies from Heaven Spa, North Country, Ford Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Arab, Rainsville Auto Glass, North Alabama Trophies Rainsville, People's Independent Bank, and by Petal's Flower Shop.
Fyffe Red Devil football. Online at fun927.com, on the Red Devil Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube channels, and on air on Fun 92.7 HD2. Now from the FTC Farmers Telecommunication Cooperative Broadcast booth, this is the pregame chill presented by Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice. Chill out with a hometown legend.
We get started a couple of minutes early with the pregame chill. The ball gets chilled out of bounds, and that'll be a flag on Fyffe's opening kickoff to start this one. As our opening kickoff tonight, brought to you, of course, by Fyffe Pharmacy each and every week. It's the pharmacy that cares for you and about you. So Fyffe will set up, or rather Holly Pond will set up first down and 10. Now with great field position, they'll say the football went out of bounds around the 42-yard line. So first down and 10 for Holly Pond. After Fyffe's first penalty of the evening, it's just a kickoff out of bounds. Moving right to left will be the Broncos as we open the ball game. T offense, handoff right side. Maybe finds a yard before he's brought down. That's Boston Gibbs, the 5'11", 175-pound junior. Second down and 9. Tucker Wilkes in on the play, and as Greg mentioned a moment ago in the starting lineup, it's good to see that young man back.
Yeah, it is. Made a spectacular play there. It looked like he had some room outside. I'm kind of glad he ducked it back in.
Second down and 9 to go.
I'm going to spread it out a little bit.
Yeah, a little different look.
Wide.
That's no wing T.
3 left, 2 right, empty backfield, quarterback alone. It's a swing out, near side, caught, broken tackle in the backfield. Another broken tackle as he crosses midfield and gets right near that first down marker. I think they're going to give it to him. It's a first down. On the catch, Brody Howard, the 6', 178-pound senior. And on that tackle for the Red Devils, give credit Ryder Smith, the junior at 6', 178 pounds.
Can't miss that tackle.
Yeah, and I was going to say, it caught us a little bit by surprise probably, but we were in position to make a tackle with only a 2 or 3 yard gain.
Can't miss that tackle, something like that.
Moving down the field to the Red Devil 47 already, just a minute gone in this first quarter. Up the gut goes the football. Not much to be found there by the running back / fullback in Zane Faulkner. He's 5'6", 179 pounds. He is a senior, no gains. Second down and 10 at the Red Devil 47-yard line. Fyffe already substituting a little bit on that defensive front.
That tackle, Weston Evans, we've called his name. He's played really well last couple of weeks.
And, of course, Weston, only a sophomore at 6'1", 215 pounds. Making waves on that left side of that offensive line. Fake pitch, quarterback keeper up the gut. He goes. It's a foot race to the end zone. Looky here, 10-5 touchdown, Holly Pond.
Little trickeration here.
Yeah. Quarterback Sawyer Olinger, 5'8", 178 pounds. He is a senior, and all 5'8" of that frame was just a chugging for the end zone to put Holly Pond up 6-0 in this ball game.
Wow, little surprising, considering the way most Fyffe opponents start the ball game.
They did that, by the way, against Whitesburg Christian a couple of weeks ago on the very first play of the game, and it worked then, too.
Yeah, that middle was wide open.
Holly Pond will go for 2. Already up 6-0, looking to make it an 8-0 game. Quarterback Olinger goes under center, sends a man in motion from left to right. He'll roll out to the right. That right side is open if he wants to run it, but he's going to look back the other way. Now takes off, fires back at the end zone. It's intercepted, and that will not be a live ball. That will end up failing the conversion, but it is 6-0. Holly Pond Broncos on top. We'll be back in a moment. Fyffe Red Devil football continues after this on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
It's football time in Alabama. The players are hitting the field, the cheerleaders are firing up the crowd, the drum major is striking up the band, and we all stand for the national anthem. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. While you cheer your favorite team this season, I'll be on President Trump's team shaking things up in Washington. When we stand on conservative principles, it's a win for everyone. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
Sonic Radio. What's up? This is Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio. I'm your host, the CIO. Little riddle for you. What is crispy, salty, and begging to be dipped? If you said Sonic's all new groovy fries, you were correct. Hot and crispy, perfectly salted, and carved into a groovy shape that's perfect for scooping up creamy, groovy sauce. If you said my very sunburned Aunt Shelby on the dance floor, you are also correct. All new groovy fries. Live free, eat Sonic. See menu for details.
Visit Sonic Drive-In in Rainsville at 208 Main Street East.
Fun 92.7 HD2.
Welcome back to a 6-0 first quarter. Holly Pond on top of the Red Devils. Coming up in a moment after the kickoff goes out of bounds, and we'll have the first penalty of the night for the Broncos. Fyffe will set up shop first down and 10 at the 35-yard line. We'll check our Allstate Insurance scoring recap coming up in just a moment. First and 10 Red Devils. They will move left to right as you listen with 10:16 left in this first quarter. Anderson gets the handoff, goes left, lead blocker Tucker Wilkes, and Anderson's going to respond immediately. No flags in the backfield, 10-5. Mama, there goes that man. Touchdown, Logan Anderson.
My goodness.
The second Anderson to score tonight on this field, by the way.
Right. 3 games in a row, first touch.
One-touch wonder.
With a one-touch wonder.
Well, that's a big how do you do in response there. While they get set up for the extra point with Jesse, let's check our All-State score and recap real quick from that Holly Pond score.
Well, the Holly Pond score was 4 plays, total of 58 yards. Quarterback Olinger took it in from 47 yards out. The two-point conversion failed, so it's 6-0.
Jesse Martin will attempt.
It's not Jesse Adam.
I'm sorry, Phillips will attempt the extra point. Boy, that one's way up, and that one is way good. 7-6, courtesy of Lucas Phillips' right leg. We'll be back in a moment on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Realtors you can trust. Realtors that are thankful for you. That's South State Realty. South State Realty can walk buyers through the process, help them get pre-approved, and find their dream home. Let South State Realty do a comparative home analysis to find just the right time to sell. Make your buying or selling process stress-free. Call Ashley, Tina, and the team at South State Realty at 256-638-SOLD. That's 256-638-7653. View homes at southstaterealty.com.
When you're ready to protect and elevate your vehicle's appearance, look no further than Southern Ceramic Solutions. As the only certified System X ceramic installer in Northeast Alabama, we offer industry-leading ceramic coatings for unbeatable protection and a stunning finish. Our services include complete interior and exterior detailing, paint enhancement and correction, headlight restorations, and more. Whether you need a one-time service or our monthly maintenance program, our licensed and insured family-owned business is here for you at 1595 Main Street in Fyffe. Call 256-440-1520 for a quote today or visit SouthernCeramicSolutions.com.
Fyffe Red Devil football, now live on Fun 92.7 HD2.
Well, I don't think anybody ever accused Will McDaniel's team of not having any fight in them. The Holly Pond Broncos kickoff return all the way back up to the 43-yard line, courtesy of Brody Howard.
Yeah, really tough running from Howard even after he made contact.
First down and 10 for Holly Pond. Second time they've had great field position. In fact, it's only 1 yard better, closer to the end zone on their second offensive drive here than their first was when it started at the 42. Man comes in motion. That's Howard from right to left. They'll give it right side. The ball goes, and he'll get smacked down in the backfield. And I think that was Simon Hicks who was able to bring him down. That was Boston Gibbs on the carry, a loss of 1, second down and 11.
I'll be the first to point out, and I'm sure I won't be the last time. Wing T, your guards are your keys. So wherever the guard goes, just follow him. Simon did a good job that time.
Second down and 11, back to the 42 it goes. They'll send 3 out wide left, 2 to the right. So far, the script looks eerily similar to that first drive. They did this on second down the last time out, too.
Hey, it worked.
Instead, it's a quarterback run this time. Fake the throw to the right, and he'll get the first down into Red Devil territory at the 45-yard line. On that tackle, Blake Dobbins.
Blake was the last line there, too.
Let's get an Allstate Insurance scoring recap with Greg Mears. Well, let's hold off. Coach Benefield is very unhappy. He'll take a defensive timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll be back in a moment as you listen to Fyffe Red Devil Football on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
He is light and
Studio is where ideas come to life. Straight Creek Studio offers customized laser engraved gifts and decor for all occasions, engraving wood, acrylics, and more. Let us help you with weddings, birthdays, baby showers, or other events. Give us a call at 256-601-7856 or visit one of our convenient locations in Fyffe and Mentone, Alabama. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Straight Creek Studio or online at straightcreekstudio.com.
Dreaming of the perfect vacation? Let Travel by Misty and Company take the stress out of planning. With our custom vacation planning, you pick the destination and dates, and we create a getaway tailored just for you. Whether you crave relaxation, adventure, culture, or a mix of it all, we can handle the details so you can enjoy the journey. Ask about our deal of the day and make your dream trip a reality. Visit travelbymisty.com or call 256-996-1614. Travel by Misty and Company, where your dream vacation starts.
First down and 10 after the Fyffe defensive timeout. We'll go up the middle and maybe find 3 yards to the 42-yard line. Second down and 7 to go. I can only imagine as we kind of faded into that break there, Drew, exactly what that conversation was. But Coach Benefield met his team way out past the numbers.
Yeah, like JJ said best at the break, I wouldn't want to be those guys.
Second down and 7. Quarterback rolls out to his right. He's going to keep it all the way. He might get a yard. Third down and 6. Well, let's go ahead and check that Allstate Insurance scoring recap as we have our first third down of the night coming up.
All right, that was 65 yards. Logan Anderson took it in on one play. I know that's hard to believe. 10 seconds from 65 yards out, and extra point was good, so it makes it 7-6-5.
Yeah, having trouble hanging on to the football again.
A little over 8 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Folks might have said it was hard to believe for a moment when they looked at a scoreboard somewhere and said 6-0 Holly Pond. Third down and 6 to go. Moving right to left. Go ahead, JJ.
Need a stop here. It may be more than 7-6.
I'd be looking for that quarterback to run the ball. He's got some wheels.
Holly Pond is taking their time. The play clock just ran out. They're going to have to take the time out. Boy, oh boy, have we seen a little bit of everything unexpected here in this first quarter. We'll take the break with them. Be back in a moment on the Fun Radio Sports Network presented by Superior RV.
In DeKalb County, your voice matters. Stay connected with Voice of DeKalb, where we celebrate your stories and keep you connected to the community. From local news to high school sports and events, Voice of DeKalb reports only the good news because that's what we need in today's time. Have breaking or exciting news or maybe a feel-good story to share with your hometown? Tell us about it at voiceofdecab.com or email Marla at voiceofdecab.com. Call us at 256-605-4427. Your voice, your stories, your DeKalb.
For 3 generations, Watkins Heating and Cooling has been your trusted name in HVAC service. Proudly serving Jackson and DeKalb counties since 1987, we offer extensive residential and commercial heating and cooling solutions. Our team at Watkins Heating and Cooling is dedicated to your comfort and satisfaction. We're open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call us today at 256-657-2371 or visit WatkinsHeatingandCoolingLLC.com. Watkins Heating and Cooling LLC, where quality service runs in the family. Alabama license number 21097.
First third down of the night. They're going to throw the Broncos. It is up and picked off. Intercepted by Bryce Tuthero, who was in great coverage, great phasing there, Drew, and did not. This time, I'll just say it this way: he avoided a PI.
Yeah, good job. Keeping your hands off of the defender, but until the ball got there, and just really, like you said, great position. Just kind of saw the ball and went for it without hitting anybody. Great catch too.
I wonder, Greg, did the ripping work?
Well, it sure does look like it did. It didn't hurt, that's for sure.
It didn't hurt anything.
First down and 10 for the Red Devils at their own 22.5, maybe 23-yard line. Here's Ryder Gibson. Good to call his name again. Ryder across the first down marker. He'll have the Liberty Bank first down, brought down at the 34-yard line. First down's brought to you by Liberty Bank, the bank that is always on your team. And as we mentioned, Drew noticed it in the pregame, and I think Greg's the one that actually ended up bringing it out on the air. Ryder was wearing a safety cap in the pregame warm-ups, but is not wearing it here this evening, which is something that they did approve in the NFL, that if a player chose to wear that during the game, they could. And again, it's for concussive purposes and other head injuries to keep these young men safe. First down and 10 at the 34. Here goes that Trey Freeze formation flip. Holly Pond's going to jump off sides.
Yeah, Coach McDaniel's going nuts over there. He's like, we talked about this.
We tell you, but man, it's hard to stop.
He's lighting into them pretty good too.
Well, if you're Holly Pond, to come out the way you did, your only hope to stay in this game, especially if you give up an opening touchdown, is you got to come up with some stops, turnovers, stops, something.
First down and 5 now for the Red Devils at their own 34 after the 5-yard penalty. Under 7 to go in the first quarter. 7-6 our score. Red Devils on top. Here's Logan Anderson. Logan fumbled the football. Logan had it ripped out. Simon is going to fall on it back at the line of scrimmage. Man got off the block with Simon and was able to get up behind Logan and rip that football out, Greg.
Yeah, he never saw it coming. That guy was 3 or 4 yards, or actually Logan was probably 3 or 4 yards past him when he caught up with him, trying to make a move.
Second down and 5 to go. Don't forget, as we will approach the end of the first quarter, we will hear from Travis Lane back in the Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard studios to get us updated for the second time this evening on games happening in the Fun Radio coverage area. Second down and 5. Give Logan again. Logan bounces it to the outside. He's got a bit of a convoy here. Got a lead blocker out front, and just gets tripped up inside the 30. Let's see where they officially mark him. No, they're going to put him back around the 33, but nevertheless, it's a first down for the Red Devils, courtesy of Logan Anderson. He was one ankle trip away, JJ, from busting that thing.
Yeah, I thought he was gone, matter of fact, but great job just getting tripping him up a little bit.
Yeah, making that effort. That's all it takes to stop something.
Yeah, to your point, Greg, effort, which is something in games past we
don't see it
feel
all
like
the time.
we see that.
6:06 left to go in the first quarter. They say Logan stepped out of bounds. Now they run the clock at the 33-yard line. The Red Devils down the field in Holly Pond territory. Here's a give. Logan again. Logan will jump his way into a bit of a pile here and force the pile down to the 26-yard line. So that's going to be a pickup of 7 to make it second down and 3 for Logan Anderson. And Coach McDaniel across the way, we've already mentioned his name a time or two tonight for his reaction, and Coach Benefield's as well, but he is on the field vehemently hollering at his defense to stiffen up a bit here. Second down and 3.
Well, you've had a great start to the ball game.
Anderson to the right of Dobbins, the quarterback. Dobbins will give it to him. Anderson stiff arms a man, and he'll take a man with him as he gets down inside the red zone near the 15-yard line. It's another Liberty Bank first down. Let's check the spot. They'll put it right at the 15, I do believe. Yes, indeedy dandy. So Red Devils in the red zone for the first time tonight as we have hit the halfway mark. Just over 5 minutes left to go in this first quarter.
Greg, you may get your wish. Game's moving a little quick.
Yeah, it is. And I tell you what, though, what JJ was saying, these guys aren't afraid to come up and hit you. After that one first play and the touchdown, they've been physical.
Yeah, they really have. First down and 10 at the 15. Anderson goes in motion. They play fake to him. Dobbins will roll out to the right. He'll fire. Got a man open back of the end zone. Falling catch. Touchdown, Everett DeBoard.
Great catch.
Everett having to fall backwards as he makes the catch and hauls it in both hands. It's a touchdown, Red Devils. And for Everett DeBoard, who also had a touchdown catch last week. No, I'm sorry. I believe it was 2 weeks ago. I'm already out. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago against Sylvania, so his last touchdown catch was right here as well. But for Everett, that'll be touchdown reception number 3 on the year. Here is the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and I believe that was Jesse that time, wasn't it?
It was.
That makes it 14-0, our score. Red Devils on top. We'll be back in a moment on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
Digging a ditch isn't easy. When it comes to trenching and plumbing, trust the pros at Wilkes & Sons Trenching and Plumbing. With over 25 years of experience, Marcus Wilkes and his team install underground utilities and plumbing for residential, agricultural, and commercial properties. As a family-owned business, Wilkes & Sons now offers construction plumbing and service plumbing for water heaters and more. If you need reliable water distribution systems, Wilkes & Sons is the name to call. Call 256-899-4552 for a free estimate. Wilkes & Sons Trenching and Plumbing. We dive into the dirt so you don't have to work.
It takes personal commitment to build a winning football team like the Fyffe Red Devils. The same personal commitment you'll experience with W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel in Rainsville. A personal commitment to provide you with the care you expect and deserve. A personal commitment to provide affordable funeral services. More than just words, it's a personal commitment from W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel, Highway 75, Rainsville. Congratulations, Red Devils. Your personal commitment has made us proud.
Welcome back here after the kickoff return by, again, that is Brody Howard, and he hesitated a little too long, and about the time he picked that ball up, Bryce Tuthero was there to eat his lunch. So it's the worst starting field position for Holly Pond, but I don't feel too bad considering it's at the 21-yard line, still in pretty good shape to start only 79 yards away this time, and instead of, 56, 57?
Yeah, got to make a drive this time at least.
First down and 10. Moving right to left, we will check our scoring recap courtesy of Allstate Insurance coming up in just a moment. Here is a give. Up the middle it goes, and he'll be fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage. Will Boston Gibbs.
Lose a yard, I think.
Let's see where they'll mark it. They'll put it right back at the 20-yard line, so second down and 10. Let's check our Allstate Insurance scoring recap, Greg.
Oh, that was a 6-play drive. Took 67 yards. Everett the board with the tumbling catch from Blake Dobbins from 15 yards out. Extra points good. 14-6, Red Devils.
Allstate Insurance and agent Casey Price in Rainsville. Are you in good hands? Second down. They actually started them at the 21, and as Drew mentioned, it is a yard loss, so Drew was correct on that. Second down and 11 now upcoming for Holly Pond. Fake the pitch, quarterback keeper, and this time it gets read beautifully.
Ryder Gibson and Tucker both back there.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you want to know if that talk did any good, there you go.
Yeah.
That's you're not going to fool me again with it.
That's a loss of 2 back to the 18. It'll bring up third down and 13 to go as Holly Pond once had a lead in this ball game, but has seen it dissipate rather quickly, down 14-6 now as we approach the late stages of the first quarter with just under 3.5 left to go. Third down and 13. Go ahead, JJ.
Yeah, Coach might be onto something here. Motivational messages from Coach, and he might charge people for that. I mean, I could use a message some mornings.
Hey, I got something I'll tell you in just a second here as Holly Pond lines up for the third down, and now they're going to blow the timeout. Holly Pond's going to take their second timeout already this half here in the first quarter. I'll share this with you really quick. Coach Benefield and I, as we like to joke around sometimes when the mic is not on. And I'll tell you this, we got to talk that after the coaching career is over, what is he going to do? We got to talking about a podcast.
No, absolutely. No, it would be great. Well, we see what these great coaches have done. Yeah. Bill Belichick's great on TV, on podcasts, and so is Nick Saban. He's been fantastic.
Listen, folks, I don't want to start nothing. Nobody start blowing coach's phone up over the weekend. It's not happening, folks. When he does retire, I might ask him to come take Greg's place in the booth. So
That'd be fine with me. He might know just a little bit more about football, I'm thinking.
Hey, before we go any further, let's check our Rainsville Auto Glass in-game scoreboard with Travis Lane. Travis?
In-game scoreboard. It's another Friday night in the heart of Dixie and another edition of the Rainsville Auto Glass in-game scoreboard with your host, Travis Lane. Here's a quick look at area football scores. Gunnersville and Boaz knotted at 0. Fairview over Sardis 7-0. Pisgah on top of Gaston 12-zip. Randolph over Madison County 8-0. And New Hope over Plainview 3-0. I'll be back soon with more teams and more scores right here on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Out of the timeout, third down, and we'll continue that little ditty of a conversation a little bit later on. Third down and 13 at the 18, and there's a false start. Boy, they come out ready to shift. And that'll be a false start from a wide receiver.
Wow.
And, oh, my goodness gracious. I know Coach McDaniel is fired up over there. His coaching staff, one of the staffers is running down the sideline here. Drew, what a waste of a timeout at that point now, you feel like.
Yeah, they were trying to draw Fyffe off, but now.
Drew their cell phone.
Yeah. That split in was 3 yards down the field.
Third down and 18 now. Third penalty of the night. Pump fake to the left. He's got pressure all up in his face. He's going to fire it back across the middle of the field. Not a wise decision. Simon Hicks the pick. Simon Hicks the pick six.
Yes.
Touchdown Red Devils. Well, I like that sound. Simon Hicks pick six.
Say that 3 times real fast.
The forgotten middle child.
Don't tempt me.
That, really a bad throw.
Yeah.
Throwing into the middle of the field. He's fading backwards. I get it. He's under pressure. You just got
at that point, just take a sack.
Yeah, just take a sack or try to throw it toward the sidelines.
Well, that one now double stings because you call the timeout, then you try to draw Fyffe offsides to get a cheap 5 yards. Instead, you give up a cheap 5 yards to Fyffe defensively, and then on the very next play, in return, you throw a pick six. A couple of bad decisions there and just mental mistakes popping through for the Holly Pond Broncos, who now find themselves down 21-6 after the successful extra point by Jesse Martin. Let's take the break. Be back in a moment. You're listening to Red Devil Football on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
50 words to describe 50 taters. Delicious, tasty, mouth-watering food heaven. Well, there are many more words, but to experience comfort food in a casual dining atmosphere, stop in at 50 taters. From loaded taters that are legendary in North Alabama to sizzling steaks, tantalizing barbecue plates, burgers, and simply irresistible salads, the choices are endless. Fill up before the big game at 50 Taters in Rainsville at 770 East Main Street. Open Wednesday through Saturday 11 to 8 and Sundays 11 till 2:30. 50 Taters. It's taterific.
Whether personal or business, taxes or record keeping, you could always use help. Think ABC. That's right, ABC, Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants. With more than 25 years experience in helping people, owner Melody Coker and Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants can provide you with professional tax preparation and financial accounting. With tax season fast approaching, ABC can help you be prepared for upcoming tax readiness and will be there for you when it's time to do your tax returns. So think ABC, Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants in Fyffe and Rainsville. Call 256-638-3335.
Now back to the Farmers Telecommunications broadcast booth for Fyffe Red Devil football on Fun Radio.
Lucas Phillips' kickoff will be returned back up to the 35-yard line for the Broncos. So it'll be 1st and 10 there as they move right to left. Quarterback Sawyer Olinger already thrown 2 interceptions on the night. Trying to find a little redemption here, and now a whistle as the ball is snapped, and the side judge threw it in the offensive backfield. The side judge to Fyffe's near side. He's looking at the officials like, I don't know. They're going to call a false start.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, this split end over here is not set when the quarterback is snapping the ball. So.
And Coach McDaniel he's about a yard onto the field now. He's going to back up a little bit, but my goodness gracious, he is fired up. That's the 4th penalty in this first quarter alone on Holly Pond, and we've still got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, and it'll make it a 1st down and 15 at their own 30. Ball spotted near hash. Pond moving right to left.
You can control what you can control.
Quarterback, man in motion. They'll give it up the middle. A yard to be found. 2nd down and 14 on the carry, Zane Faulkner.
Tucker stuck a hand out while getting blocked and was holding his jersey.
Let's check our Allstate Insurance scoring recap there. A bit of an unusual one because it's a defensive touchdown.
And it was from 13 yards out, Simon Hicks with the pick six. And it took about 4 seconds for him to get there from the 13. So
I remind folks that Fyffe came into tonight's matchup with 10 total defensive turnovers on the season, 7 of them being interceptions. They've already added 2 more to that to bump it up to 9 to make it 12 total, with 3 fumbles added into that as well. Fumble recoveries, that is. 2nd down and 14. Play action. Olinger going to roll it to his right. He's got pressure. He'll have to step up. He'll fire last minute, and it's picked by Blake Dobbins. Blake down the left sideline. Blake will get wrangled down inside the 25, near the 24. There's a flag at the end of the play, too. My color analyst, Greg Mears, believes it'll be a face mask call at the end of it.
Yeah, I believe so. Could have been a horse collar, but I saw his head jerk back. I think it's going to be the face mask.
We'll check with the white hat coming up in just a moment.
That's happened a few times this year. I think these quarterbacks are underestimating how tall Blake is.
Yeah, he's pretty rangy. Got long arms as well.
Here comes the official call. It's a personal foul, and indeed it is a face mask call. So tack it on to the end of the ill-timed interception, the 3rd of the night.
In the first quarter, by the way.
Yeah, in the first quarter.
And the 5th penalty against Holly Pond tonight. Very undisciplined football for the Broncos tonight. It'll be 1st and 10 Red Devils at the 12 after the penalty yardage marked off. Let me give you the numbers here For Olinger, 5'8", 178 pounds. He is a senior. Blake Dobbins, in this case the defensive back, he's 6'2", 180 pounds as a senior. His arm's length, though, might make him a little bigger than 6'2".
That reach matters.
First down and 10 at the 12. Logan Anderson right up the gut. Logan Anderson forces his way through a couple of arm tackles. Touchdown, Red Devils. And this one's getting ugly fast.
You know, and it's a little surprising as quickly and as well as they started off.
Yeah.
Holly Pond getting a good drive together, and then it looks like the wheels are coming off at this point.
Well, make no mistake, Greg, Fyffe is forcing the turnovers, but you can't force them to have the mental mistakes of the false starts and things like that.
No, you can't. And again, you know, coaches try to outsmart themselves. Sometimes you just got to do what you do, and maybe they're not quite as comfortable throwing that ball around.
Extra point attempt. Jesse's up and good. 28-6 is our score. We'll be back in a moment as we continue from the FTC broadcast booth on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Ready to hit the road in a new car, but have no credit or bad credit? That's no problem here at Ace Auto Sales. Hi, I'm Ace, and here at Ace Auto Sales, we understand that life happens and credit issues can arise. That's why we're here to help you get into a new car that you'll love. At Ace Auto Sales, you can drive away in about 30 minutes with our hassle-free financing and unbeatable deals. Ace Auto Sales, where every car now has a warranty. Come see for yourself why our customers keep coming back to Ace Auto Sales. Browse our inventory at aceautosalesonline.com.
With 7 championship trophies, we're going to need a bigger shelf. The Fyffe Red Devils on Fun Radio.
The Red Devils flexing muscle here in the late stages of the first. Lucas Phillips' kick, a high one, reined in at the 20. Olinger will actually be the one returning it. He'll get up to the 30-yard line before he is met by about 9 Red Devil jerseys there to bring him down. First down and 10 at the 30. What started so promising for Holly Pond, and I don't want to say a little trickeration because that move by the quarterback where he just fakes a couple of handoffs, spins around, and takes off is in the playbook. They use it often, as we've seen in film. It's only worked the one time. That's about the only good mojo, if you will, that they've had tonight, Greg.
Yeah, it really is. He's been the only offense they've had, that one long run and then that run to get the first down. And after that, it's been tough sledding.
Unfortunately, he's also been a little bit of the, with all due respect, a little bit of the demise thus far with 3 interceptions. Granted, all forced. Here's a give up the middle. It goes nowhere. Maybe a half a yard gain. We'll check the spot. Second down and a long 9 upcoming, though, from Zane Faulkner. Red Devils collapsing down there in the middle, including Weston Evans there to help make the tackle.
Yeah, after this first quarter, Coach McDaniel may be tearing up those play sheets, the pass play sheet. 3 interceptions in the first quarter. Wow.
Let's see. Y'all think I should ask Coach Benefield what he told his defense in that timeout at halftime?
I would be curious. I would love to know.
Last time I dared you, you did it. Second down and 9. Shall I dare him again? We got a whole quarter to decide in just a moment as we're under a minute left to go, under 40 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Second down, 9. Olinger. Fake again. He tries to keep it. He'll get brought down in the backfield. I believe that's Ryder Gibson. Ryder Gibson making the tackle for a loss. Let's see. It's going to bring up a third down at about 12, so a 3-yard loss, and that should take us to the end of the quarter. And indeed, I believe it will.
That was the play they scored on.
That'll do it. After 1, Fyffe 28, Holly Pond 6, and what was a wild ride of a first quarter. Stay with us. The second's on the way next on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Turn your backyard into an unforgettable playground with an inflatable rental from Air Kids Inflatable Rentals. Choose from a variety of bounce houses, cow trains, water slides, obstacle courses, and combinations that will ensure your kids have tons of fun. Make it a tasty event with a cotton candy, snow cone, or popcorn machine. Air Kids will even deliver it to your home for a nominal fee. Affordable rentals and 20% discount for churches and schools. Call 256-996-1995 and follow Air Kids Inflatable Rentals on Facebook. Air Kids Inflatable Rentals, making your event memorable.
Elevate your brand with top-notch labels from Alliant Label LLC, a full-service label manufacturer. We offer everything from blank shipping labels to customized solutions. Whether you're a small farmer or a large corporation, we cater to your needs with precision and care. Family-owned and operated with 30 years of industry expertise, Alliant Label excels in delivering large-scale orders promptly and efficiently. Our commitment to quality and customer service means your brand receives the attention it deserves every time. Visit AlliantLabel.com or call 888-673-0707. Alliant Label, making your ideas stick.
This is the new home of the Fyffe Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2.
Welcome back as we start the second quarter. Almost mercifully at this point with the way that first quarter went. I'm Adam Ward alongside Greg Mears, Jeremy Johnson inside the Farmers Telecommunications Cooperative broadcast booth. Drew Sims is roaming the sideline tonight as our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter. 3rd down and 12 upcoming. That previous play, a 3-yard loss that that Ryder Gibson just massively blew up in the backfield. 3rd down and 12 upcoming. And Holly Pond at this point down 22. You got to imagine that Coach McDaniel's preaching 2 things. 1, settle down, and number 2, just do your job.
Yeah.
3rd down and 12. Go ahead.
It makes you wonder. Well, they're about to run the play. So
3rd down and 12. Man comes in motion near side. They pitch to him, and he'll look to throw. Stands up in the pocket. 2-on-1. Who's going to come down with it? Bobbled, caught. Trickeration works. Brought down immediately, but it is a catch. And is that young man wearing a 0?
It is.
Indeed he is, and unfortunately we don't have a 0 on the roster. But I may assume that is John Garcia because he's the only man on our roster that we don't have a number 4.
Well, he's not a 0 right now. That was a good catch in traffic.
Should have been another pick, to be quite honest with you, but bobbled it up in the air and had great concentration to bring that ball in.
That was Gibbs on the throw, by the way, and it sets up Holly Pond in Red Devil territory at the 45. A little over 30 seconds left, in this second quarter.
I think the word is, like you said, Adam, settle down, get a drive together right here.
Well, the playoff hopes have been dashed for Holly Pond, almost gone, if you will. They have to have a win tonight, although it's not looking good, but plays like that, it's almost like Coach McDaniel says, we got nothing to lose now, let's open up the playbook.
Well, you just need a lot to go your way. You need a lot of help. It's not winning in, per se. You need a lot of help.
A 2-yard gain will bring up 2nd down and 8 at the Red Devil 43.
Yeah, what have you got to lose? Pull out some plays. Try to do something.
2nd down and 8 at the 43. Holly Pond moving left to right as they have swapped into the field at the start of the second quarter. Man in motion. They'll give it to him. Sweep. Far side. Finds maybe a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down. Isaac Slayton and company in to make the tackle on the ball carrier. Again, Brody Howard. We're going to call his name a bit tonight. Gibbs and, of course, Olinger. We've called all their names quite a bit already. They are the playmakers here for this Holly Pond Bronco team, and it is 3rd down. And if I'm not mistaken, since that 3rd down interception that they threw a little while ago, this is only their 2nd 3rd down of the game.
It is. I thought we were going to get to see a punt just a second ago, but they were able to pull it off.
3rd down and 7. They're going to go spread. 3 wide right, 2 to the left.
Oh.
They're going to throw backwards. That's close to a live football. No whistle, and it's going to go out of bounds.
They're calling it live.
Yeah, I think that was indeed. I think that was a fumble, and very fortunate that for Holly Pond that nobody jumped on it. They'll retain possession, if only to bring up a 4th down.
Wow.
But the coaching staff for the Red Devils was pointing to the ball and saying, go get it.
Well, and Logan, nobody touched him, of course, but he come off that edge and affected that play. He come off that edge quicker than most people would.
He got close to knocking that down, which fortunately he didn't. Worked in our favor.
Yeah.
Had he knocked that down, I guess that'd be considered a incomplete
well, if it was going
pass
backwards,
at that point.
well, if it's going backwards,
but if
it's
it
not.
was going backwards, yeah, correct.
Which pretty much from the time it left his hand, it was on a backwards trajectory.
4th down and 14. Fyffe had to run a man on light, and they nearly got to the punt. First punt of the night. And, Maddox is going to return it, and there are flags flying everywhere. Good night.
Holy moly.
This one back judge chucked that thing about 18 yards down the field to make sure everybody in the building knows he's throwing a flag.
in the area blocking the back, but it also could be face mask or anything like that. Hard to tell. Massive humanity.
Yes, but I was going to use those exact words.
Maddox looks like he looked like he was in the spin cycle right there in the middle too.
Referees are going to talk this one over a moment. We'll check it. They will call a personal foul. Face mask against Holly Pond. That is their 6th penalty of the evening. Only one against the Red Devils on that opening kickoff.
I know it's in our favor, but maybe we did get those referees for Monday Night Football game.
Oh, my goodness. That was horrendous.
Look at me, look at me.
You're not on TV, buddy.
First down and 10 at midfield. Red Devils go to work. Ryder Gibson gets the ball, takes it up the middle. Spin cycle for Ryder himself as the tackler went low on him, and he tries to spin out of it and gets a little bit upended in the process. An 8-yard gain for Ryder. 2nd down and 2 upcoming at the Pond 42-yard line with 9:13 left to go in this first half. Fyffe up 28-6.
Those are the kind of hits that'll take your breath away, though. When you hit the ground like that, flat on your back, it kind of scares you for a second. You think you forgot how to breathe.
It's just one of those kind of moments there.
Whoa.
Kind of get stunned, and your brain is trying to recalibrate and figure out what just happened. 2nd down and 2 at the Bronco 42. High snap. Blake gets it down. Play action to Ryder. Blake will fire deep down the middle of the field. He's got a man, and it is incomplete.
Could he see the ball?
I think he lost it.
I think he may have lost it in the light there. That was Ryder Smith, the intended target. Who had the touchdown, by the way, last week.
Open. Yeah, I mean, he had that one. That go. It looked like the ball got to him, and he didn't even put his hands up to catch it.
He's going to regret that. Yeah, he's going to be like,
absolutely.
Man.
I've got to think, like y'all were saying, he lost it somewhere, just couldn't get his bearings because it did. The beautiful throw, and why not take a shot on 2nd and 2 like that?
The play, in spite of the high snap, the play really didn't get disrupted by the snap either. So good execution to at least make the attempt. 3rd down and 2. Here's a give to Ryder. Ryder up the gut. Shakes off one tackle, not the second, and he'll get the Liberty Bank first down inside the 35, down to about the 32-yard line. Liberty Bank, the bank that's always on your team. That's Fyfe's first 3rd down attempt of the evening, and they do convert. And, again, we are a bit of a numbers people around here, and the Fyffe Red Devils came in to tonight's matchup wanting to get a little better on 3rd downs. They were able to do so massively last week, and converting their first one's going to bump that average up a little bit more. They've only had, coming into tonight, 29, now make it 30 3rd down attempts on the year. Pretty good when you've only got that many and you're this late in the season.
Yeah, that's for sure.
1st down and 10 at the 32. Give. Ryder again. To the left. Now back up the middle he goes. He'll get just shy of the red zone, I believe, down just shy of that red, white, and black painted 20-yard line, but it is a Liberty Bank first down.
I think if he'd have bounced that outside, he might have got even more, but kind of bounced inside.
Drew, those cheerleaders are a little loud. I'm going to need you to hold that mic up a little more. It's getting a little hard to hear you. 1st down and 10. Well, they're going to put it right at the 20, nose of the football. So give credit where credit is due. Fyffe technically in the red zone now, with 7.5 left to go here in this 2nd quarter. Coming near side, Ryder Gibson. Ryder, a block out front. Ryder gets the pylon. Ryder Gibson, give him 6. Touchdown, Red Devils. Well, that side judge was a little lackadaisical. Get over there and make the call.
Ryder was not lackadaisical when he crossed the goal line. He knew he was going to get contact there, and he didn't even.
Ooh, man.
He just plowed right in.
That'll make it 34-6.
Yeah, good bounce back game here for Ryder.
Jesse Martin will attempt the extra point. Jesse's kick. Up and good. 7:14 left to go in the first half. 5:35, Holly Pond 6 on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
When it comes to protecting all that you worked hard for, wouldn't it be great to have one place that protects it all? I'm Allstate Agent Casey Price, and I'm the only insurance agent you need to help keep tabs on protection for all of your stuff. I proudly served those in Alabama, but I can now help protect all of Georgia and Tennessee. From your home, car, rental properties, and ATVs to your life, retirement, and business insurance, I can help with it all. Give Megan and I a call today at 256-638-7910 or stop by my office in Rainsville and see us. Are you in good hands?
Fyffe Red Devil football, now live on Fun 92.7 HD2.
So Jesse's handling the extra points, and Lucas Phillips is thus far, he did handle the very first extra point, but he'll handle the kickoffs again right here, or the kickoff. Short kick reined in at the 21. It's Olinger, bounces it out to his left, and he'll get wrangled down just shy of the 30-yard line. Let's see if they actually give it to him. It looks like that far side judge will. Yep, right at the nose of that football, looks like. So first down and 10 upcoming for the Red Devils at the 30, moving left to right. Let's check the Allstate Insurance scoring recap.
All right, that was a 50-yard drive, 5 plays. Ryder Gibson took it in from 20 yards out. It took 2 minutes and 18 seconds to make the score 35-6 Red Devils.
First down and 10 for the Broncos. Boy, do they need something good to go their way. After putting up the first points of the night, they've given up 35 straight unanswered, including a pick 6. Give, middle, 4 yards to be found. Second down and 6 from Faulkner there.
Kind of slipped through a couple tackles there right at the line of scrimmage.
And you guys mentioned it. You know, they basically had 2 really good plays, the touchdown play, and then on the previous drive, that pass play. But other than that, it's been tough sledding for the Broncos.
We approach the halfway mark of the second quarter. Game's moving a little fast. I know Holly Pond swung the football around a little bit tonight, but they've ran it off a lot more than they've tried to throw it. And, of course, when you couple that with what Fyffe does offensively, you're going to get a fast-paced game here, at least as far as the clock is concerned. Olinger, the keeper, and he'll fall forward and maybe get a yard. He's slow to get up. Third down upcoming. But he is up and got some help from a couple of Red Devils to get him up off the ground, including Bryson Green, looks like, and it'll be third down and about 4 to go.
Drew, did they mishandle that ball, that play, that handoff?
It looked like it a little bit. Well, I don't know if he got the snap fully.
Yeah, something didn't look right. Something was off.
Quite right, yeah.
And he looked like he tripped. He tripped up right there.
Third down and 4. Play clock down to 15. Fyffe shifting around defensively to cover the 3 out wide to the right. Quarterback Olinger looks that way, and it's nearly a one-handed pick. And Blake Dobbins drops it, fourth down. Boy, he read that one beautifully. And he almost had a one-handed pick that was potentially a pick 6 in the making.
Yeah, I think he saw that goal line there because, boy, there was nothing but green grass between him and that G down on that side.
Goodness gracious.
His brain, he was going, oh, yeah, here he comes.
So you're saying he got big eyes?
I know I would have.
I would have.
That ball would hit the turf just like it did.
Yep, absolutely.
So they will punt. Nope, as there will be a whistle now blown.
Yeah, false start, I think.
Oh, my gosh.
And indeed, that is the case. False start called against Holly Pond. Their 7th penalty here. Oh, boy, I know this is one stat sheet that Coach McDaniel would not love for me to give him.
I don't. The way this is going, I don't know if I would make my team watch the whole film from this game.
And you know, all these penalties, most of these penalties it's on them. It's control. Yeah. It's something they can control.
Yeah, maybe the 2 face masks or maybe accidental, but all the false starts.
Right.
Yeah.
So that'll back them up 5 yards on the false start penalty. 4th down and 9. Maddox Doss back deep to field the punt. Fyffe nearly gets there. Simon Hicks. And it's off of Maddox's foot.
That's got to be some.
That's a penalty.
Yeah,
he hit Maddox.
And it's going to be Holly Pond football.
How can that not be catch interference?
You got to call that.
Maybe they thought they threw too many flags.
Halo rule.
Yeah, Matt.
Got to give him a ring around him, 1 yard, as I understand it. But we've been questioning rules all season long on this broadcast. I may be wrong on this one.
Yeah, well, Maddox was moving forward to meet the ball. I don't know. Coach is
he's still wanting an explanation.
Whitehead's not even looking.
He's got the headset off and comes back to the sideline and shakes his head, does Coach Benefield. Hey, got to have something to gripe about in film study. Pitch and Fyffe, Logan Anderson. Welcome back to the defensive side of the ball on anything but a third down, Logan. A yard loss, 2nd down and 11.
Good job getting off a block by Logan.
This may be Devion Clowney when they ripped him off on that first down.
Hey, that only took one play. We're already going to have the second afterwards. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's one of the best things I've ever seen in my
it
life.
Although I will admit, by those referees and what they did in that game, it did make me pull for South Carolina and Steve Spurrier for about half a minute.
Well,
Second down at 11.
Michigan, so of course you're
Play action. Olinger rolls out left. He'll pop one up, caught, and fumbled. Nope. They'll say incomplete, say he never had possession.
I don't think he ever caught it.
He did.
3rd down and 11. Never was able to gain control and take the 2 full steps.
That was one of the times they ran a false key. Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, he was wide open in the flat.
Should have caught it. He'd have got a first down.
So 3rd down and 11. This will be only their 4th third down attempt of the evening. If you're looking to pin your hat on something. With 4:28 left to go after the incomplete pass, 35-6 our score. At the Red Devil 48. Wide receiver still got to get set, and he does down to 8 seconds on the play clock. Man goes in motion. They give to him. Sweep, far side, and the Red Devils are there to eat it up. A yard picked up, 4th down upcoming, 4th down and 10. Howard on the carry, and Howard will find only a yard to the 47.
That Red Devil pursuit is just something to behold. I mean, just from sideline to sideline, it's tough to get outside.
Well, I was just about to ask, Drew, how do you work on that, getting your speed side to side? It's one thing running downhill, but it's another thing going side to side.
Well, you got to be pretty in shape, I'll say that, to have that. And really, it starts with your linebackers. Ryder and I don't know if Ryder's in the game. I know Simon and I think it's number 5. I can't tell from here. Need glasses, but they're doing a good job of getting sideline to sideline. That slows them down, allows your defensive linemen to get there also.
Were you in shape?
Back then, not anymore. Not anymore.
I asked War,
Wow.
not are you, as they take the timeout. I'm going to get probably slapped around here. They got timeout break. They take it. We will take it with them. Coming up in just a well. Yeah, here we go. Let's take the timeout. Back in a moment on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Since 1980, Applebee's has been bringing great food and big smiles to neighborhoods all over the world. And now on Tuesdays at Applebee's in Fort Payne, we invite you to cheat on tacos. Put some passion back into Tuesdays with hot and juicy burgers and fries for only $9.99. The Bourbon Street Mushroom Swiss, the Quesadilla Burger, the Classic Cheeseburger, all burgers with fries just $9.99. Cheat on Taco Tuesday at your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne, 111 Airport Road West. Call 256-273-5245. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
From one season to the other, your garage door takes a beating. Hot, cold, wind, rain, plus it's continuously in use. Time for a new garage door or a fix on an old reliable? CCM Garage Doors sells and maintains all makes and models of garage doors. 24-hour on-call service. 3 years parts and labor warranty along with free estimates. CCM Garage Doors is Better Business Bureau accredited. Don't fight the ups and downs of an aging garage door. Call Chris at 256-572-9170. CCM Garage Doors. Online at ccmgaragedoors.com.
Fun 92.7 HD2.
After the Holly Pond timeout, their 3rd and final of this half, by the way, as they took 2 in the first quarter. It's 4th down and 10 at the Red Devil 47-yard line. 3:35 left to go in the first half. 35-6 our score. Red Devils on top, and for the first time tonight, Holly Pond's going to go for it. Play action. Olinger pressure immediately. Fyffe did not fall for it. Screen pass is going to fall incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, never had a chance.
Wow, and I think, was that Isaac Slayton applying that pressure all the way? I believe it was.
It was from the backside. I couldn't tell exactly.
Was it? I thought it was 50. Was that Weston?
I think it may have been Weston.
It may have been a 50 instead of a 1-0, but nevertheless, it's a turnover on downs as the pressure that time. That's another thing. JJ, they've turned up the pressure defensively on Olinger after, you might say, that butt chewing.
Yeah, either way, I mean, he had no chance. When he turned, there was somebody right on top of him.
That's a fast man for wearing a number 50.
Yeah, it was pretty fast.
First down and 10 at the 47-yard line. They'll move right to left. Will the Red Devils with 3.5 left to go in the second quarter. Ryder Gibson takes it right side. Gets slung down across the 45 to the 41-yard line, and it is a Liberty Bank first down. Liberty Bank, the bank that is always on your team. Everett DeBoard will come back into the ballgame with the play. Ryder Gibson will check out.
Ryder getting some work tonight, get work back into game shape.
Blake Dobbins, after his conversation with Coach, will huddle everybody up, deliver the play call. Coming up in just a bit, Drew will chat with the head football coach of the Fyffe Red Devils, Coach Paul Benefield, for Coach's Chat, presented by Southern Ceramic Solutions. Here is a give. Logan Anderson hasn't called his name in a moment on a carry. He'll get down inside the 35 to the 30-yard line. And I believe that's another first down. Give him a gain of 11, and indeed it is a Liberty Bank first down.
So Logan's already at 134 yards for the game. So.
Boy, he's below average for the half already.
Yeah.
That 12-yard touchdown run kind of hurt it.
Yeah, only 2 touchdowns so far. So.
Well, that 1-yard touchdown last week hurt too.
Yeah.
Killing my average here.
But as Coach Benefield told Drew at halftime last week, when he asked him about time of possession, he said, "I guess we just got to score less and not as fast." First down and 10 at the 30. Pitch. Anderson, left side. Anderson's got a convoy again. Anderson runs past everybody and gets the pylon. Touchdown, Red Devils. Logan Anderson from 30 yards out.
Not so fast. The half is not over.
He said, I heard you talking about my average.
Keep our average up.
And now trainer Brad is going to cross the field as they get set up for the extra point attempt. He'll go and see what he can do to help a Holly Pond player across the way who is on the training table.
Brad showing that blazing speed, getting across the field there.
His sideline to sideline moves pretty good, apparently. Coming up after the extra point attempt by Jesse, we'll check out Rainsville Auto Glass in-game scoreboard. The extra point attempt is up, and it is no good. The score will remain 41-6. That is Jesse's only his second miss of the season on an extra point. Let's check our Rainsville Auto Glass in-game scoreboard with Travis Lane.
In-game scoreboard. Travis Lane back with your Rainsville Auto Glass in-game scoreboard update. Plainview leading Madison County 14-3. Fort Payne over Hazel Green 28-0. Sylvania over Asbury 20-0. Gunnersville leading Boaz 14-7. Collinsville over Brindley Mountain 19-0. And Pisgah on top of Gaston 45 goose egg. I'll catch you at halftime right here on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Getting a little bit of that sultry voice there, Travis, there towards the end.
Sultry.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but ladies, he is single.
There's only one Travis Lane.
That's exactly right.
Whoa.
And if this gets your pot boiling, he's an ag teacher down at Danville High. So
his phone number is 2. All the single ladies.
You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com.
I'm trying to help you, Travis.
I already did. I'm out of that game. Okay, Olinger. We try to get back on track.
Notice he hadn't said a word here.
One-liner, what you got over there?
It's only because he couldn't say what he was thinking on the air.
3 plays, 53 yards. Logan Anderson takes it in from 30 yards out. This time the extra point is missed. That took 1 minute and 25 seconds. It's 41-6.
Yeah, he could say that. We knew he could say that.
Yeah. First and 10 at the 28-yard line. Moving left to right, 41-6 our score with 1:59 left to go in the first half. Man is in trouble in the backfield. He fumbled the football, but they're going to say he was down. I don't know. I thought he was laying on a man.
Yeah.
Bryce Tutherow is the one that picked the football up, and immediately the whistle was blown the moment he touched it.
He might have scored, too.
Yep.
There wasn't nobody looking.
I think he was laying on the defender, but it's not my view that counts. Maybe the side judge on that far side, who I believe is the one that blew the initial whistle, he may have seen and probably did see something we didn't see. Second down and 10. You know, they've had a couple of college games this year where they call a man down, and I've seen it once in the NFL too, where by the naked eye, he really, you know, it looks like he wasn't down, but one official saw the back of the calf just barely graze the surface, or the forearm go down, and that's down by contact in the NFL, and so it works. that play that scored the touchdown, quarterback pirouetting around in the backfield. He'll get maybe 2, give him 3 to bring up 3rd down and 7. Outside of that one big run for the touchdown, that has not worked all night, JJ.
Well, I mean, that scoring play, that middle of that offensive line did a good job just kind of clearing that out because he had a running lane and there's nothing. And Fyffe's not biting on that little play fake.
I think they're going to make this the last play of the half. I think I would too.
Just over half a minute left to go, and folks at home can't see my phone, but I got an update from Travis here.
See, he's already got results.
Out at 7. Ball comes out. Helmet gets on top of the football. I think Holly Pond was able to recover it. No, Fyffe's got it.
Hayden Parker.
Hayden Parker, the recovery, make it 4 turnovers on the night.
Yeah. That ball just popped straight up.
Right into his arms.
That'll make for a good question at halftime.
I think you need to stick with what you got.
Oh, yeah. I'm just revising now because it's 4 turnovers instead of 3.
Yep. Got a helmet on that football, it appeared, at least from this angle. May have been a hand or a shoulder, but nevertheless, it is a turnover. And Fyffe will go to work with 23.1 seconds remaining in the first half at the Holly Pond 29-yard line, and Blake will sit on it and take it into the halftime break. It's time for Coach's Chat, presented by Southern Ceramic Solutions. Drew Sims will get with the head football coach of the Fyffe Red Devils, Coach Paul Benefield. Drew, let's toss it down to you.
Coach, your team responded well after that timeout in the first quarter with 4 turnovers. You think it was something you said or how you said it?
Well, we had to get the cotton candy out of our ear from the fair this week, so.
You caught him off guard, Drew.
He said an intelligent question from the Red Devil radio show. What in the world happened here? They've been eating our Wheaties, and apparently the boys have been eating the cotton candy at the fair.
Or apparently they've been sticking it in their ears instead of eating it. That was good. That's good.
We got to gather ourselves. We got to at least throw a break.
We need we need to clip some one-liners for Coach. That's good.
Oh, Drew, you've had the best 2 questions you've ever had the last 2 weeks at halftime.
That's fantastic.
That is Coach's Chat, presented by our friends at Southern Ceramic Solutions. Protect and elevate your vehicle at Southern Ceramic Solutions. Okay, we're going to take a break as we try to regather ourselves from probably the best answer in the history of the Red Devil radio show at a halftime break. It is 41-6. Red Devils on top of the Broncos of Holly Pond. When we come back, the Applebee's halftime report. Again, 41-6, Red Devils on top. You're listening to Fyffe Red Devil Football on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV. Stay with us.
The Clarkson Pennington Law Firm can handle your legal needs.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. We'll be there for you. Everybody needs someone by the side. That's just what we'll do. You can put your trust in us at ClarksonFirm.com.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than the quality of legal services provided by other lawyers.
Attention football fans, this season don't let slow internet make you miss a single touchdown, tackle, or triumph. With our gigabit fiber internet, you get blazing fast speeds that keep you in the game. Stream every play in crystal clear HD. Blitz through online stats and video chat with fellow fans, all with zero lag. Don't fumble your connection, score big with our unbeatable fiber service. Call FTC and get your gigabit fiber internet just in time for the big game. Stay connected, stay ahead, stay unstoppable. Visit farmerstel.com or call us at 866-638-2144. FTC, we keep you connected.
You need a place to save, just start now. Get a loan for that first house. Caught in the storms of life, but just fair weather. You'll be safe. First State Bank will grow together.
First State Bank, locally owned and operated, where we can meet your needs personally and promptly with online banking featuring online bill pay, e-statement, mobile banking, mobile check deposit, debit, and credit cards.
First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Experience the local legend in frozen treats at Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice. More than an ordinary stand, it's a Fyffe tradition. Owned by 3 generations of Fyffe High School alumni who excel in serving smiles. Fully licensed, insured, and equipped with updated health permits. Our 3 trailers bring the party to you. Call 256-717-7239 for any occasion, large or small, from sporting events to family reunions. Offering 35 flavors of shaved ice, plus hot chocolate, spiced cider, and coffee. Taste the hometown pride at Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice.
Fyffe Pharmacy is your hometown Health Mart pharmacy for all your prescription and personal health needs. Fyffe Pharmacy's focus is on you, providing you with a convenient location, professional and friendly service from a staff that knows how to make your visit pleasant and enjoyable. Located at 44 Blackwell Street, just off Alabama 75 in downtown Fyffe. Fyffe Pharmacy, your Health Mart pharmacy, caring for you and about you.
Since 1980, Applebee's has been bringing great food and big smiles to neighborhoods all over the world. And now on Tuesdays at Applebee's in Fort Payne, we invite you to cheat on tacos. Put some passion back into Tuesdays with hot and juicy burgers and fries for only $9.99. The Bourbon Street Mushroom Swiss, the Quesadilla Burger, the Classic Cheeseburger, all burgers with fries just $9.99. Cheat on Taco Tuesday at your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne, 111 Airport Road West. Call 256-273-5245. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
Now it's time for the Applebee's Halftime Show on 92.7 HD2, presented by your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
Welcome to the Applebee's Halftime Report here on the Fun Radio Sports Network. Halftime, Fyffe leads at 41-6 over Holly Pond. Applebee's eating good in the neighborhood, and the Red Devils apparently
They had some cotton candy this week.
They had some cotton candy, probably a funnel cake, some of those Oreo balls, and whatever else. That fair food's getting weird here lately. I don't know if you guys have noticed that in the last few years. It's getting a little weird. However, everybody knows what cotton candy is, and as Coach said, had to get it out of the years. That might be top 10 quotes of the year as far as halftime interviews go.
Well, it worked. I mean, you respond with 4 turnovers and 3 in 1 quarter. I'd say it worked pretty well.
Yeah, I would dare say so. So let's get into that first half, as Drew mentioned a moment ago, and to Coach, 4 turnovers, 3 of them interceptions, a fumble late in that first half. Greg, this defense for Fyffe was getting their lunch eaten very early in the ball game. Coach pops the timeout on defense after the score by Holly Pond. Fyffe answers with the score in one play by Logan Anderson, and then Holly Pond's driving again to force Coach to take the timeout and, 8-10 yards onto the field.
Yeah, a very intense moment for those young men, I imagine. But, they've got respect for the coach, and they're going to listen. And that's the one good thing about this, man. I know they want to do well for him. So all he's got to do is refocus them a little bit, get them to pay attention. And, hey, 4 touchdowns and four turnovers in one half. That's and they took advantage of every opportunity they had, too, with them and converted them all to points.
Indeed, they did. Let's talk about Ryder Gibson here for a moment. JJ, we'll get the stats coming up in just a little bit. But Ryder Gibson able to get back. We didn't see him last week. One of the 4 horsemen, as Coach Benefield calls him. Again, was wearing that safety cap in pregame warm-up, not wearing it throughout the night during the game, at least in that first half. Good to see him back and healthy and able to contribute on the offensive side of the ball, but I think a lot of his impact has been felt defensively after that butt chewing.
Yeah, he's played very well on the defensive side of the ball, blown up several plays, been in on tackles. That says a lot about where he's at physically, and glad to see it. But, yeah, really important. And, you realize when you see what he's done out here tonight, they probably did miss him, even though we didn't recognize that. They really did miss him on that defensive side of the ball.
Drew, one of the things on the other side of the coin, the Holly Pond Broncos, they came out first, fast, and furious and put the opening score on the board, got up 6-0 early. They failed 2-point conversion. Logan Anderson, as I mentioned, responds one play later on the Fyffe offensive side of the football. They begin to drive, but that timeout shifted things in this game in a hurry.
Yeah, and I wasn't going to ask Coach Benefield exactly what he said because I'll save that for Coach and his team. But really, I mean, that's what Coach recognized. That's what his team needed. Hey, guys, calm down. Like, just do what you're supposed to do. We'll be okay. And from then on, it's worked pretty well.
Yeah, indeed it has. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll check our stats from that first half with Jeremy Johnson. He's got the rundown. 41-6 our score here at the Applebee's halftime break. Back in a moment on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
Since 1980, Applebee's has been bringing great food and big smiles to neighborhoods all over the world. And now on Tuesdays at Applebee's in Fort Payne, we invite you to cheat on tacos. Put some passion back into Tuesdays with hot and juicy burgers and fries for only $9.99. The Bourbon Street Mushroom Twist, the Quesadilla Burger, the Classic Cheeseburger, all burgers with fries just $9.99. Cheat on Taco Tuesday at your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne, 111 Airport Road West. Call 256-273-5245. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
Looking for quality tires and wheels? Head to Guffey Tire and Wheel at 1811 Gold Avenue South in Fort Payne. We offer a wide selection of new and used tires, plus OEM and aftermarket wheels to suit any vehicle. Our friendly team of experts is here to help you find the perfect match for your vehicle. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Call us today, 256-273-6697. Guffey's Tire and Wheel, driving you towards a safer journey.
There's nothing like the sound of rain on a metal roof. JC Metal Roofing provides all types of quality metal roofing for your home or even your barn with the ag panels. JC Metal Roofing products are snap-lock standing seam. Trust the metal roofing company with over 12 years in business that offers guaranteed work from a licensed and insured professional serving all of North Alabama. Call 256-996-2678 and follow JC Metal Roofing on Facebook for current projects. JC Metal Roofing.
They work hard. They play hard. Liberty Bank is a proud supporter of our local student athletes. For 50 years, Liberty Bank has been your local bank with prompt local decision-making, individualized services, and a team of professionals that's committed to building relationships with every transaction. Whatever your financial needs, remember, Liberty Bank is always on your team. Liberty Bank supports and celebrates the student athletes for their hard work and commitment to teamwork. Let's hear it for all of our student athletes. Good luck on a winning season. Liberty Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Market on Main is your one-stop shop for women's clothing and gifts in the heart of Fyffe. Discover the latest fashions and game day apparel, all at an affordable price. Gear up for Friday nights under the lights with the Red Devils and find tops, dresses, jeans, jumpsuits, and rompers all on our shelves. Visit us at 1002 Main Street or call 256-623-8503. Don't forget to follow Market on Main on Facebook for specials and new inventory. Market on Main, your style, your community. Morning Glory is a locally owned and operated assisted living residence in Fyffe, providing exceptional care to those who can no longer live alone or prefer a safe and comfortable environment. We provide medication administration, bathing and dressing, all meals, housekeeping, and personal care assistance. Enjoy our family-style dining room, furnished porches, beauty salon, free cable TV, along with educational, devotional, and recreational activities. Our trained staff is available 24 hours a day. Call 256-623-2626 or visit morninggloryalf.net.
Back to the Applebee's halftime show on 92.7 HD2. Applebee's in Fort Payne, eating good in the neighborhood.
Well, welcome back to the Applebee's halftime report. Fun Radio, Fun 92.7 FM HD2, as well as the Red Devil Radio Show Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube channels. We welcome you to halftime, the Applebee's halftime report, as we continue from Paul Benefield Stadium, Farmers Telecommunications Cooperative Broadcast Booth. 41-6 our score. There is a bit for Coach Benefield to harp on come film study this week. They didn't have film study this past Sunday. You bet your britches they will, as they have the final regular season game coming up next week right here with the Geraldine Bulldogs. Final 6 quarters coming up to get started here, with the halftime being over in just a bit of the 2024 campaign. Jeremy Johnson, you are our stat man on the crew. You've got the numbers. Statistically, what did that first half look like?
Yeah, so Logan finished the first half, of course, unofficially, as always, with the stats, with 8 carries, almost 164 yards and 3 touchdowns, which almost seems average considering the last 2 weeks. But really great half for Logan. And then you got Ryder coming in, and he came in with 6 carries, 73 yards for Ryder and a touchdown. And then you also have Blake completing 1 of 2 passes for 15 yards, that 15-yard touchdown to Everett DeBoard. And then other than that, that's our offensive output. for the half. So good, hey, guys we count on coming through first half as always.
All right, let's throw it back to the studio for an update here at halftime of our Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard. FarmersOnly.com, where you can find him, or as the ag teacher at Danville High School, Travis Lane, otherwise in studio to give you the latest as we continue. He's chatting back and forth with us via text, folks. He's listening tonight. He's paying attention. It's all good, clean fun. Let's throw it back to the studio with Travis and get an update on other halftime scores around the coverage area. Travis?
In-game scoreboard. Travis Lane back with your halftime update. Appalachian over Woodville 14-0. Sylvania leading Asbury 20-0. Austin leading James Clemens 21-0. Bob Jones over Albertville 6-0. Collinsville leading Brindley Mountain 33-0. West Morgan over Central Florence 15-13. Falkville ahead of Cleveland 16-0. Coleman over Decatur 21 goose egg. Hatton leading Danville 8-6. East Lawrence over Wilson 8-0. Fort Payne over Hazel Green 35-0. Gunnersville ahead of Boaz 14-7. Florence leading Huntsville 21-0. Hartselle over Jasper, 21-0. Randolph leading Madison County, 29-0. Plainview over New Hope, 14-3. North Jackson ahead of Westminster Christian, 13-0. Pisgah on top of Gaston, 52-0. Fairview over Sardis, 14-6. Sparkman ahead of Grissom, 14-3. Madison Academy leading St. John Paul the Deuce, 28-0. And Geraldine on top of Whitesburg Christian, 28-0. I'll catch you again in the third quarter, right here on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
All right, hold on. Before we get to the break, folks, Jay, we have one more. It's not in our coverage area, but we're kind of in shock here. We're working to confirm it. Greg, tell us what you found.
Well, according to ScoreStream here, we've got a major upset possibly in the works. You've got Weaver leading Piedmont right now, 21-20.
And I remind folks that Weaver is the team that knocked off Locust Fork last week. And Locust Fork, as we know, is without the aid of Dylan Embry, who broke his leg in a couple of places against that very Piedmont Bulldog football team a few weeks ago. And, again, we want to send our very best out to Dylan in his recovery. He had a very successful surgery. But how about Weaver the last week and now this week, at least flexing some muscle here through about, 6 quarters or so. So we're going to keep an eye on that one, mainly because that's the cross region, as we understand it, this season for the Fyffe Red Devils. That would be Region 6, I believe.
Yes, sir.
If I'm not mistaken. But we're going to keep an eye on that throughout the evening, and we'll add that onto the scoreboard. And, Travis, don't worry about it, buddy. We'll handle it from here. I know that's not in the coverage area. You've already got like 40 games to take care of. But we'll keep you updated throughout the night with the Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard. All right, coming up in the halftime break as we continue with about 5 minutes left to go, the Fyffe Red Devil Marching Band on entertaining the crowd. We will get you set for the second half and see exactly what lies in store for the Fyffe Red Devils as they begin their descent into the final 6 quarters of the 2024 regular season campaign. Stay with us as we continue. Fyffe Red Devils on top of Holly Pond, 41-6 on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
Since 1980, Applebee's has been bringing great food and big smiles to neighborhoods all over the world. And now on Tuesdays at Applebee's in Fort Payne, we invite you to cheat on tacos. Put some passion back into Tuesdays with hot and juicy burgers and fries for only $9.99. The Bourbon Street Mushroom Swiss, the Quesadilla Burger, the Classic Cheeseburger, all burgers with fries just $9.99. Cheat on Taco Tuesday at your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne, 111 Airport Road West. Call 256-273-5245. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College. Hi, I'm Adam Ward, and my career got started at Northeast Alabama Community College. NACC offers the lowest tuition rates in the state and guarantees class transfers within Alabama. Customize your schedule with flexible classes and fast-track certificate programs with new online options and hybrid learning. This fall, explore the new Workforce Development Center with expanded programs and cheer on the Mustangs on the Diamond in their first ever softball season. Kickstart your future at NACC.edu.
When it's time to celebrate that special person or team, call the professionals at North Alabama Trophies. Deborah Crawford and her staff offer a wide variety of plaques and trophies in different sizes and designs. And don't forget, North Alabama Trophies is more than just plaques and trophies, designing magnets, sports uniforms, t-shirts, custom sweatshirts, and children's clothing, and offers embroidery for hats, shirts, and more. 759 Main Street East in Rainsville. Call 256-638-8572. North Alabama Trophies.
Hello, folks. This is Greg Anthony, General Manager of North Country Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Arab, Alabama. My wife, Ash, and I would like to say good luck, Red Devils, and go Big Red. If you want to join a winning team, make the short drive to Arab, Alabama, where you're going to save money, get more for your trade-in, and have lower payments and lower interest rates. So if you want to be part of a winning team, just like the Big Five Red Devils, then make the short drive to Arab, Alabama. North Country Ford in Arab. I'll see you soon.
Feel better with just one visit to Pennies from Heaven Spa and get started today on your wellness journey with us. We offer top-of-the-line products, over 50 years of training and expertise. Look your best, feel your best, be your best. With our signature relaxation treatments to our therapeutic services or our Medi-Spa treatments, we have something for everyone. Call us today at 256-638-9772 or 638-9-SPA to start your wellness journey today.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank. PIBonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340. Go Red Devils!
Back to the Applebee's halftime show on 92.7 HD2. Applebee's in Fort Payne, eating good in the neighborhood.
Second half, just a few minutes away from getting underway here at Paul Benefield Stadium, Ridgeway Long Field. Fyffe leads at 41-6 over Holly Pond in Region Play, Class 3A Region 8. And this is already beginning to set up the phases of what is to come next week, a game with the Geraldine Bulldogs. Again, I mentioned it in our pregame show, a game in which pretty much everybody that wears red and white and black here this evening has been looking forward to since the very beginning of last season. They've just had to wait a few extra weeks to get the game now that it being a region game, and it will be the final game of the season for the Fyffe Red Devils. But the question now becomes, what does Fyffe and Holly Pond do here in the second half? Because before you can get to Geraldine, Greg, you got to finish this one out. 2 more quarters left. Again, Fyffe up 41-6. I'll start with Holly Pond. If you're Coach McDaniel, again, we've belabored the point enough, but it started out great, then all of a sudden went downhill very quickly.
Well, you got to stop the self-inflicted wounds. You got to stop the pre-snap penalties, and you definitely have to stop the turnovers and just go back to being you. For Fyffe, obviously, you probably won't see any starters after the first series here, so you're trying to get out of here, continue momentum, and not get anybody hurt.
For the Fyffe Red Devils, as we've mentioned before, JJ, this has got to be a night where, Greg mentioned it at Holly Pond, you don't want to get hurt, but also for Fyffe, you want to get back healthy. They've maybe had a full half this year where they were at full strength, and that was against Sylvania, and even then, Ryder Gibson didn't play after the second half.
Yeah, well, not only that, you don't want to get any additional injuries, but you do have to get these guys in game shape. So,
yeah.
And I think we saw that last week with, Logan progressively the last few weeks. And I think we'll see the same thing with Ryder. And I would look to see Ryder carry the football a lot more in the second half and maybe less of Logan. Tucker Wilkes, he's played. He just missed last week, so maybe we don't see him as much. But, we don't want to lose conditioning getting into this stretch of the season for sure.
Well, the referees were chatting and looking at the clock a moment ago. I'm beginning to think we're going to get a bit of a shortened second half here. And Coach is over there talking with Drew and Doc Sims and Caden Sharp, who's the new team chaplain for this Red Devil football team. And we've been kind of picking on him a little bit for those who know him pretty well, that he's now become the Cedric to Nick Saban. Well, that's exactly what Caden is to Coach Benefield outside of leading the prayer. Now, Caden's the one holding the Gatorade cup, following Coach around.
Nice. Hey, at least he doesn't have to hold his belt and keep him off the field. That's a terrible job.
Yeah, indeed. The question now, though, becomes, Drew, how, with this being this late in the year, we saw Fyffe do this last week, the first drive defensively and offensively. They sent out the starters to start that second half. Is this a condition? I know it's a conditioning thing, but is this something that Coach Benefield plans to do here, you think?
Yeah, I think so, just to keep everybody in shape. Obviously a lot cooler, but playing in the cool is different than playing in the hot. it's different on your breathing and stuff like that. So, yeah, just kind of keeping in shape and staying in shape.
Do you have also an update on any potential shortening of quarters here?
Not yet.
All right. We will take the break, be back with the second half. It's on the way next here on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
This has been the Applebee's Halftime Show, presented by your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood. The second half kickoff is on its way next on Fun Radio.
Since 1980, Applebee's has been bringing great food and big smiles to neighborhoods all over the world. And now on Tuesdays at Applebee's in Fort Payne, we invite you to cheat on tacos. Put some passion back into Tuesdays with hot and juicy burgers and fries for only $9.99. The Bourbon Street Mushroom Swiss, the Quesadilla Burger, the Classic Cheeseburger, all burgers with fries just $9.99. Cheat on Taco Tuesday at your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne, 111 Airport Road West. Call 256-273-5245. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
Petals Flower Shop supports Big Red and is hometown owned and operated by Jennifer Ashley. It's that hometown connection that makes doing business with Petals so personable. Jennifer understands what her clients need because she's hometown proud. Petals Flower Shop has a variety of beautiful fresh and silk flowers with daily deliveries for funerals, weddings, or any special event. Remember, flowers are for special people too, not just occasions. Call 256-623-2763, like Petals Flower Shop on Facebook, or stop at their new location at 1160 Main Street in Fyffe. Go Big Red!
A cracked windshield is a constant distraction and a hazard. Let Rainsville Auto Glass replace your windshield and give you peace of mind while on the road. Rainsville Auto Glass can repair power windows and fix annoying chips in the glass too. Repairing auto glass is just part of what Rainsville Auto Glass can do. They can also repair and replace glass in your home, like a cracked living room window. Call Rainsville Auto Glass at 256-638-7888 or stop by 3204 Main Street East in Rainsville.
It's football time in Alabama. The players are hitting the field, the cheerleaders are firing up the crowd, the drum major's striking up the band, and we all stand for the national anthem. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. While you cheer your favorite team this season, I'll be on President Trump's team shaking things up in Washington. When we stand on conservative principles, it's a win for everyone. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
Fun 92.7 HD2.
They just kicked it off to start the second half. Our kickoff brought to you by Fyffe Pharmacy, the pharmacy that cares for you and about you. It'll be 1st and 10 Red Devils moving right to left from their own 40-yard line. No running clock here. Direct snap, Maddox in at quarterback. He'll keep it and get slung down. Hand was on top of that back plate there and on top of the shoulder pads, and there's no call for a horse collar. Second down and about 4.5 rather to go on a 5-yard gain.
It's amazing how much stronger the other team is once we start subbing.
Well, Logan's still in the game.
Throwing people around.
Second down and about 4.5. And Fyffe is going to be more than content, of course, to keep this ball on the ground and work that clock. Man is lining up in the neutral zone on defense. That's at nose guard, and no flag here. Maddox Doss, the keeper again. Maddox crosses midfield and gets down near the 45-yard line of Holly Pond. First down, a Liberty Bank first down.
Second time in a row they've run that play. Just good hard running up the middle there.
Maddox, really good runner. Kind of patient, waiting on those blockers.
Yep, it runs hard, too.
Yeah.
And is going to take his time to come over to the huddle with the play call from Coach Benefield. Play clock down to 20, so still plenty of time left. First down and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Logan's first carry of the second half. Spins out of a tackle and get wrangled up from behind and slides down across the 40 to the 37-yard line. Tackle made by Anthony Reyes Albaran, 5'9", 157-pound sophomore. First time we've called his name tonight. Second down and 2 after an 8-yard gain at the 37-yard line.
He just kind of grabbed on to Logan's back and just kind of rode him out.
Yep.
Let Logan take him for a little bit of a ride.
Yep. Second down and 2 at the 37. Anderson goes in motion. Doss, pitch to him. Anderson, right side. Anderson lowers the shoulder into the man, but the man's able to hang on and bring him down inside the red zone. Let's see the mark. Nope, they're going to put him down to the 21-yard line. It's a Liberty Bank first down.
Little pitch action there.
Yeah, something new. We haven't seen a whole lot of that this year.
Yeah. I think Blake did that in the first half, and then now Maddox.
First down and 10 at the 21-yard line. Fyffe moving the football here to open the third quarter. Man goes in motion. It's Anderson. They'll give it. Ryder Gibson up the middle. Gibson crosses the 10-yard line down to the 7. It's a Liberty Bank first down and first and goal upcoming.
Tough run in there from Ryder.
Yeah, good cutback to the right, too. Again, these Fyffe backs always have some of the great vision. It's amazing how good their vision is.
And always keep those legs moving.
Yep. Trent Richardson right now wishes they had his vision.
Yep.
Yeah. Who's he? Disappointment.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's disappointed as well, but.
First and goal from the 7.
He's no Paul Caruth. I'll tell you that.
8.5 left to go in the third. Fyffe threatening here. Anderson goes in motion. Maddox will end up keeping it. Maddox right side of the line. Maddox strolls in untouched. Touchdown, Red Devils.
Yeah. Like that. Looked like he was going to fake that pitch, and then.
Indeed. Indeed it did. And Maddox was sort of the man on that drive. Took majority of the snaps and carries himself.
Yeah. Maddox 22 yards rushing and a touchdown on that drive.
That'll put Fyffe up 47-6 with the extra point pending. Here from Jesse Martin. Snap is good. Maddox a hold, but it's blocked. And the extra point attempt is no good. The score will remain where it is at, 47-6 here in the third quarter on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Sonic Radio. What's up? This is Sonic R&D-I-O. That spells radio. I'm your host, the CIO. Little riddle for you. What is crispy, salty, and begging to be dipped? If you said Sonic's all new groovy fries, you were correct. Hot and crispy, perfectly salted, and carved into a groovy shape that's perfect for scooping up creamy, groovy sauce. If you said my very sunburned Aunt Shelby on the dance floor, you are also correct. All new groovy fries. Live free, eat Sonic. See menu for details.
Visit Sonic Drive-In in Rainsville at 208 Main Street East.
Realtors you can trust. Realtors that are thankful for you. That's South State Realty. South State Realty can walk buyers through the process, help them get pre-approved, and find their dream home. Let South State Realty do a comparative home analysis to find just the right time to sell. Make your buying or selling process stress-free. Call Ashley, Tina, and the team at South State Realty at 256-638-SOLD. That's 256-638-7653. View homes at southstaterealty.com.
Fun 92.7 HD2.
Welcome back as we get ready to have the next series. Holly Pond's first series offensively of the second half here as kick return from about the 25-yard line got brought up to the 37, so about a 12-yard return for Holly Pond sets them up first down and 10 at their own 37-yard line with 8:10 left on this third quarter play clock. By the way, I believe that was the first blocked extra point of the season against Fyffe.
I believe you're correct, sir.
First down and 10 at the 37. Coming right side, and woo! Helmets popping against one another there. And
Meet Hayden Parker.
Good, not a living.
It looked like a little room there, and that closed up real quick.
Lineman down for Holly Pond at the end of the play. So they'll take an injury timeout. We will take it with them, 47-6 our score. Red Devils on top on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
When you're ready to protect and elevate your vehicle's appearance, look no further than Southern Ceramic Solutions. As the only certified System X ceramic installer in Northeast Alabama, we offer industry-leading ceramic coatings for unbeatable protection and a stunning finish. Our services include complete interior and exterior detailing, paint enhancement and correction, headlight restorations, and more. Whether you need a one-time service or our monthly maintenance program, our licensed and insured family-owned business is here for you at 1595 Main Street in Fyffe. Call 256-440-1520 for a quote today or visit SouthernCeramicSolutions.com.
Fun 92.7 HD2.
flow of the play was going to look like he was supposed to hand it off.
First down and 10 at the 47-yard line. Had a bit of an audio issue there for a moment. We apologize. We're back and got that fixed. Simply got to turn the volume up a little more. That's on my part. Second down and 5. I'll say that's because of the funny thing that was said in the commercial break. Second down and 5 as they cross midfield now into Fyffe territory at the 48-yard line. Let's check that Allstate Insurance scoring recap, Greg.
That was 3 plays, 60-yard drive. Maddox Doss took it in from 7 yards out. Extra point was no good, 47-6.
Allstate Insurance and agent Casey Price in Rainsville are you in good hands. And with 6 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in this third, 47-6 our score, Holly Pond just looking for anything. This play looks a little bit discombobulated again. And the ball carrier, Boston Gibbs, is going to get slung down by Ian Slayton, the freshman at 6'1", 282 pounds. Now, Ian is the guy that got the nod to take Tucker's place last week on the offensive side of the ball at that right tackle position. And he was starting next to his brother in Isaac, who's playing his senior year and his only year of football at Fyffe. But what a moment for the Slayton family to have both their boys on the field together at the same time as starters. That's a loss of 1 on the play previously to bring up third down and 6.
That was a good job to get and make that play in the backfield, too, from the defensive lineman spot.
And Fyffe is lining a good about a half yard off that football at least, maybe a little more to give a little more room in that neutral zone there. Third down and 6. Olinger, the keeper, and he'll break free to daylight after he looked left, looked right, couldn't find nothing, so he said, I'll take it straight up the gut. He finds the end zone. Touchdown, Holly Pond.
Once Olinger gets going, man.
He's got some wheels.
Yeah, he's got some wheels. Great run.
Churn butter with those legs.
and he actually kind of reversed his direction a little bit right there.
Yep.
At least twice.
Yeah, well, yeah, more than once.
Didn't have any idea which way he was going to go until he saw the parting of the red and black sea, if you will, and said, oh, look, there's the end zone. So that'll put the score 47-12. And Holly Pond will go for 2. They'll put the ball on the far left hash from us. Pass to the end zone, in and out of the hands of the man. It falls incomplete. Boy, it was there. Just could not make it happen. 47-12, our score. Red Devils on top here midway through the third on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Straight Creek Studio is where ideas come to life. Straight Creek Studio offers customized laser engraved gifts and decor for all occasions, engraving wood, acrylics, and more. Let us help you with weddings, birthdays, baby showers, or other events. Give us a call at 256-601-7856 or visit one of our convenient locations in Fyffe and Mentone, Alabama. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Straight Creek Studio or online at straightcreekstudio.com.
Dreaming of the perfect vacation? Let Travel by Misty and Company take the stress out of planning. With our custom vacation planning, you pick the destination and dates, and we create a getaway tailored just for you. Whether you crave relaxation, adventure, culture, or a mix of it all, we can handle the details so you can enjoy the journey. Ask about our deal of the day and make your dream trip a reality. Visit travelbymisty.com or call 256-996-1614. Travel by Misty and Company, where your dream vacation starts.
This is the new home of the Fyffe Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2.
Fyffe's going to have to fall on this one at the 28-yard line. That is where they will set up shop. First down and 10. Let's get the Allstate Insurance scoring recap.
That was 4 plays from Holly Pond. Total of 63 yards. He took it in, quarterback took it in for 47 yards out. 2 minutes, 28 seconds. Extra point or 2-point conversion was no good again. 47-12 Red Devils.
Allstate Insurance and agent Casey Bryce in Rainsville are you in good hands. She's getting a bit of a workout tonight as far as making sure that she gets her plugs. First down and 10 at the 28-yard line. Fyffe moving right to left now with the football. Maddox hands it off up the gut. The power play right up the middle it goes. 5, maybe 6 yards gained by Hayden Parker into the ball game, seeing his first action offensively of the evening, getting his first carry. Coming up in just a bit, we will check our Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard update. Travis Lane We are losing our minds. We apologize. The press box folks just went absolutely nuts. Sound system goes nuts. The power system here just absolutely freaks out. I'm trying to work my magic and help with both. JJ, you take over play-by-play duties for a moment, all right?
Okay, previous play. Drew, who carried that football?
I think it was Hayden Parker.
Hayden Parker, 15 yards. It's going to be a first down at the Fyffe 49-yard line. So, again, Fyffe taking its sweet time, letting that clock tick.
Yep, no need to get in a hurry here. You know, your time obviously is on your side. You're up 47-12.
I haven't seen any subbing from the Holly Pond side.
First down and 10 upcoming for the Red Devils. Here's a keeper by Maddox again after taking the snap. He'll get about 8 yards on the carry. Second down and 2 upcoming. I apologize, folks. I don't think I've ever used this before. I kid you not, the press box just went nuts. And I don't mean the people in the box either.
Power surge or something.
We had something.
Yeah. It's a little odd. What was not odd was a 8-yard carry from Maddox Dawes.
Second down and 2. All I know is I try to spring into action to help and take care of things both with us and with the press box. I do have a partial responsibility to it on Saturdays, and I come back, there's an injured player on the field. I don't have any clue what happened. Second down and 2. Those guys probably couldn't even hear themselves think with all that static that was pumping through the speakers a moment ago. Second down and 2. Give coming near side, wide open.
Number 20.
That is going to be Brody Freeman. He'll get wrangled down at the 20-yard line and picks up a Liberty Bank first down. That's a huge pickup for Brody Freeman. I think that's his first carry of the night as well, Greg.
It is.
It should be, and I don't know who set the edge over here. I couldn't quite catch his number, but it was a fantastic block. Yeah, Hayden Parker, fantastic block to spring him around this side.
He about picked somebody up.
Yeah, he did.
If I do recall, wasn't Mr. Hayden the one that came to the sidelines after the little meeting there in the first half?
I believe you're correct on that as well.
I think that talk worked for him as an individual as well.
First and 10 at the 20. Red Devil subs into the ball game. Here's a give again, Parker. Up the middle, just fighting and churning those legs and keeps pushing forward. That's a gain of, about 7, I believe, and that'll pick up a second down and 3 to go. What was probably going to be a modest 3 or 4 yard gain, Drew. He just kept moving those legs, got a little bit of help.
I mean, there were guys on his back trying to pull him back, but he just kept right on.
Under 2 to go here in the third, 5:47, Holly Pond 12.
Yeah, I think Fyffe's going to be content just to let that play clock click down to about 2 seconds or so. Under 5 anyway.
Second down and 3 to go. Play clock down to 12. Fyffe gets set at 10. Parker to the left of Doss. Doss has to wrangle in a bit of a wild snap. Keeps it himself, sidesteps a man, fights for the goal line. Does he get it? He does. Touchdown, Maddox Doss. Touchdown, Red Devils.
Maddox did a great job getting that snap one-handed.
Yeah, I think that was the play call the whole time, just maybe didn't get to carry out the fake. But, yeah, kind of got snap off to the right side, and it was hot.
Yeah, indeed it was. Now Lucas Phillips will come on to attempt the extra point. His second try of the night. And we'll get a flag before the kick. Offsides the call against Holly Pond. After a penalty-filled first half, 7 penalties for Holly Pond. That's their first of the second half, and it comes very late in this third quarter. At least by my records anyway. But it's not mine that count, right?
Yeah, 85, he was the one offside. He's not hiding. he was about 5 yards in the back.
They're going to decline that penalty. Will Coach Benefield. I believe that's what the call was, right?
The football back.
So they decline it, so that penalty technically won't go in the books. Snap, is down. Phillips swings the leg. His kick is up, and it is good. Lucas Phillips makes it a 54-0 ball game, or 54-12 ball game, rather, as we hit the late stages of the third quarter on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
In DeKalb County, your voice matters. Stay connected with Voice of DeKalb, where we celebrate your stories and keep you connected to the community. From local news to high school sports and events, Voice of DeKalb reports only the good news because that's what we need in today's time. Have breaking or exciting news, or maybe a feel-good story to share with your hometown? Tell us about it at voiceofdecab.com or email marla@voiceofdecab.com. Call us at 256-605-4427. Your voice, your stories, your DeKalb.
For 3 generations, Watkins Heating and Cooling has been your trusted name in HVAC service. Proudly serving Jackson and DeKalb counties since 1987, we offer extensive residential and commercial heating and cooling solutions. Our team at Watkins Heating and Cooling is dedicated to your comfort and satisfaction. We are open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call us today at 256-657-2371 or visit WatkinsHeatingandCoolingLLC.com. Watkins Heating and Cooling LLC, where quality service runs in the family. License number 21097.
Fun 92.7 HD2.
Welcome back. Paul Benefield Stadium after the score from Fyffe and the successful extra point attempt from Lucas Phillips. 1st and 10 for the Holly Pond Broncos at their own 26. A minute left here in the third, and now the clock is running.
I think Holly Pond's in a big hurry either at this point in the ball game.
I tend to agree. 1st down and 10 at the 26. Olinger will keep it left side. A little bit of looked like a holding call on that far side, no flag, and Olinger will get taken down out of bounds after a 4-yard gain.
See any subs from the Holly Pond team, but I guess they decided to do running clock because I think he went out of bounds and clock's still running. So.
You know, Adam, you were talking about a possible holding call. I don't know if y'all saw it a while ago on that one play where DeBoer came over here and his jersey was pulled down about to where his waist was.
Yeah.
It's like, we might have missed a holding call on that one somewhere.
I think they may be content to take this to the 4th. Maybe not.
Well, let's see. Play clock down to 10, but it is behind the game clock, which sits at 5 seconds. 4, 3, here's the snap. They're going to run one more. They're going to bring it to the near side. And man goes underneath the attempted tackle of Noah Patterson, but that'll be the end of the third quarter. Their score, 54-12. Red Devils on top of the Broncos of Holly Pond on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
Digging a ditch isn't easy. When it comes to trenching and plumbing, trust the pros at Wilks & Sons Trenching and Plumbing. With over 25 years of experience, Marcus Wilks and his team install underground utilities and plumbing for residential, agricultural, and commercial properties. As a family-owned business, Wilks & Sons now offers construction plumbing and service plumbing for water heaters and more. If you need reliable water distribution systems, Wilks & Sons is the name to call. Call 256-899-4552 for a free estimate. Wilks & Sons Trenching and Plumbing. We dive into the dirt so you don't have to work.
It takes personal commitment to build a winning football team like the Fyffe Red Devils. The same personal commitment you'll experience with W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel in Rainsville. A personal commitment to provide you with the care you expect and deserve. A personal commitment to provide affordable funeral services. More than just words, it's a personal commitment from W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel, Highway 75, Rainsville. Congratulations, Red Devils. Your personal commitment has made us proud.
Begin final countdown. Now more Red Devil play-by-play.
Fourth quarter.
On Fun 92.7.
It's the start of the fourth quarter. Holly Pond will have the football on a 3rd down and 4 as we have swapped ends of the field. Adam Ward, Greg Mears, Jeremy Johnson inside the FTC broadcast booth. Olinger on the field will take it around the right end, and I think he may have gotten that 1st down.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, no, they're going to say he stepped out about a yard short. Wow.
Wow.
Okay. That's just an old-fashioned Green Bay quarterback sweep right there. You know, student body right.
Yeah.
No, coming out of an empty backfield.
So that'll bring up 4th down as I hear the sounds of basket case coming from, I believe, the Holly Pond Bronco Band.
Yep.
That's an Alabama Crimson Tide $1 Million Band tradition there in the fourth quarter. I wonder if that man graduated from Alabama and played in the MDB or if he's just a big fan. I don't know who their band director is, but sounded pretty decent coming from Drew's mic there. 4th down and 1. Olinger will take it around right side. Had a couple attempts in the backfield of the tackle, cannot bring him down. Instead, it'll be a first down across the 40 near the 42-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. Nevertheless, it is a first down.
Well, you know, if you're Coach McDaniel, I mean, you got to be happy getting some positive plays. If you get a first down or two, put another score on the board, and most importantly, one penalty, I think, in this half. So some positives to take away here.
First down and 10. They say the 41 is where he officially went down. 3 to the left. Tight end goes in motion. They give to him on a sweep. Short side, which is the far side there to the Holly Pond bench. He'll get maybe 4 near the 45. Bring up second down. Second down and 6 upcoming.
You know, they're finding a little success against our second and third stringers here, but again, these guys are fighting.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not just, reeling off a one-play 50-yard drive. They're making Holly Pond earn every inch of real estate they get.
Well, I'll say this, too, for Holly Pond. Coach Benefield enlightened me a little bit yesterday in our conversation about the situation last week going into the halftime break where we were scratching our heads a little as to why the clock wasn't shortened to 8 minutes, or at the very least a running clock in that second half. I'll give you more on that coming up in just a moment. Second down and 6. Pressure all the way around the runner in the backfield. He'll get brought down for a 2-yard loss, maybe a 3-yard loss when all is said and done. Third down and 9 upcoming. I could not name or really tell who all those black jerseys belonged to there, Drew.
There was a lot of them. That end over there, I think it may be Isaac Slayton. I'm not for sure, but that defensive line and linebackers were there pretty quickly as well.
It was Boston Gibbs on the carry. So what Coach Benefield enlightened me to was his friend Coach Jerry Adcock was on the other side as the head football coach of Whitesburg Christian. At halftime, they ended up meeting up, and he said, "Coach, I'm not shortening the clock. I'm not running the clock. It's time for my boys to grow up. They need some reps." And Coach said, "Hey, you do what you got to do, Coach. I'm going to throw in my subs and do what I got to do too."
Yep.
And I appreciate that from a coach too, because again, I mean, what do you learn by saying I'm defeated? Okay, let's just go home. Go out there and fight.
Yeah.
Just go out there and fight and play as hard as you can, and like you said, get some experience and learn from it.
Well, the fight of Holly Pond right there on that third down went nowhere. Fourth down upcoming. 4th down and 9, JJ.
Yeah, and, to add to what you guys were talking about, that's old school football coach and Coach Adcock, Coach McDaniel's doing the same thing, wanting to get something positive from his starters out here now.
4th down and 9 at the 42-yard line. McDaniel, head football coach at Holly Pond, talking from the sideline to his players. Play clock down to 2. He's going to have to. Holly Pond will take a timeout with 8:36 remaining in the game as the play clock was threatening to expire on them. We'll take it with them. Be back in a moment. Fyffe Red Devils up 54-12 on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
50 words to describe 50 taters. Delicious, tasty, mouth-watering food heaven. Well, there are many more words, but to experience comfort food in a casual dining atmosphere, stop in at 50 taters. From loaded taters that are legendary in North Alabama to sizzling steaks, tantalizing barbecue plates, burgers, and simply irresistible salads, the choices are endless. Fill up before the big game at 50 Taters in Rainsville at 770 East Main Street. Open Wednesday through Saturday 11 to 8 and Sundays 11 till 2:30. 50 Taters. It's taterific.
Whether personal or business, taxes or record keeping, you could always use help. Think ABC. That's right, ABC, Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants. With more than 25 years experience in helping people, owner Melody Coker and Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants can provide you with professional tax preparation and financial accounting. With tax season fast approaching, ABC can help you be prepared for upcoming tax readiness and will be there for you when it's time to do your tax returns. So think ABC, Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants in Fyffe and Rainsville. Call 256-638-3335.
Fun 92.7 HD2.
Holly Pond will go for it, and they're only going to get about 3 yards to the 45, and it will result in a turnover on downs, and that is to the chagrin of Coach McDaniel over there, whom I believe I saw really just chuck a towel or something into the ground. He wasn't happy, nevertheless, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So as we get about 8:25 left to go, they have stopped the clock. 8:25 left to go here in this ball game. Fyffe up
54-12. They're going to continue on and continue, most importantly, the winning streak, the undefeated region record, which will set up a very nice matchup next week with the Geraldine Bulldogs. We'll wait to hear from Travis Lane and let us know he's ready for another scoreboard break. First down and 10 for the Red Devils in Holly Pond territory, though. Moving left to right, working their way down the field. Here's a give, taking it right side of the line. Down inside the 30 to the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. That is Hayden Parker again. Making some good runs here tonight. Banking up some, I would dare say banking up some brownie points with this effort. I don't know how far those brownie points go, Drew, though. You know better than I.
Well, that was I probably could have got 5 yards. Just saying. I mean, that's how big the whole offensive line opened up was there. So, yeah. But he was running hard. I'll give him that.
First down and 10 at the Bronco 28. I may be way off on this, but I think by my tabulations, Fyffe has only faced 1 third down all night long. They have played the very definition of staying ahead of the chains this evening. Here's Hutcherson, his first carry. That would be Connor. Connor sidesteps a man, cuts it back out. Left side, gets slung down at the hip. But he'll have the Liberty Bank first down on that little end around. And a little stutter step to make a man miss.
First and goal, I believe. About the 10.
I think you're right on that 10-yard line. Connor Hutcherson's first carry of the evening, a big one, sets up Fyffe first and goal from about as far away from being a first and goal as you could get. At least initially, anyway.
The scoreboard's got it on the 15, so I don't know. Sure don't look like the 15 to me.
This side judge is standing at the 10.
Yeah, they changed it now.
We did say it was bonkers up here
earlier. Yeah. Everything's going nuts up around here. Play clock down to 1. Got to snap it. They do. Maddox gets into the gut of Hayden Parker. Hayden Parker up the gut himself. Touchdown Red Devils, 10 yards out. Hayden Parker.
He's probably forgot all about that first half timeout.
Until tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Hey. And they'll figure it out again on Sunday afternoon.
Drew, do they go back and forth like they used to? Like you get to watch it over and over and over again.
Yeah, and nothing is said. Like, he'll hit play and then he just rewinds it and then he don't say anything.
See, that would be worse.
Yeah, that was worse.
And you know it's you.
Maddox handles the snap but barely gets it down, and Lucas Phillips' kick is up, and it is good. 61-12 our score. Back in a moment. Fyffe Red Devil football continues next on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
Ready to hit the road in a new car, but have no credit or bad credit? That's no problem here at Ace Auto Sales. Hi, I'm Ace, and here at Ace Auto Sales, we understand that life happens and credit issues can arise. That's why we're here to help you get into a new car that you'll love. At Ace Auto Sales, you can drive away in about 30 minutes with our hassle-free financing and unbeatable deals. Ace Auto Sales, where every car now has a warranty. Come see for yourself why our customers keep coming back to Ace Auto Sales. Browse our inventory at aceautosalesonline.com.
Hey, welcome back as we're talking a little basketball. Alabama's playing tonight in a exhibition match. I think it's even a charity exhibition as well. But kickoff return coming back from far right to left. Man slips out of a couple of tackles. Got a couple of men to beat. Lowers the shoulder, gets across midfield down to the 48-yard line, and Red Devil. The two officials just killed each other on the sideline over here. They're both trying to spot the ball. And, oh, goodness gracious. 48-yard line, Mr. Official. 48. They work together as a team. And now he looks at the guy. Sorry about that, bro.
It's coming unglued here.
Everything's going chaotic. 61-12 is our score. That might be the best thing of the night.
No, it wasn't.
Scoreboard reads.
Yeah. Well, it's not as funny, but.
First down and 10 at the Red Devil 48. Under center, Olinger. He'll hand it off, taking it right side. Following his blockers, finds a crease. Cuts it back. One man to beat. He'll get wrangled up from behind as Bryson Green was not the man I thought to beat, but Bryson, he started chugging there at the end to bring down Gibbs, who is a starter, Bryson Green not. And Bryson The one I was thinking of was Noah Patterson, the one that was out there on the field, and all of a sudden here comes Bryson out of nowhere.
Never give up. Never stop your effort.
He didn't on that one.
And Bryson, one of the smallest, if not the smallest guy on the team at 5'5", 135 pounds. He's a sophomore, but, you know, they got a sign on the field house over there, JJ, that says this field house dedicated not to the one that scored all the points, made all the tackles and did everything, but played his heart out for Fyffe.
That's right, and that was the embodiment of it right there with Bryson.
First down and 10 at the 18-yard line. To the right side it goes, down inside the 15 to the 14, maybe the 13. We'll check the spot. The modest gain of about 4, second down and about 6 to go. We'll check our Allstate Insurance scoring recap coming up in just a moment.
You know, talking about the play by Bryson and Fyffe players. I've talked to people all over that have watched Fyffe play and the appreciation they have for the type of effort that every one of these kids put in on the field, even their opponents. Appreciate seeing things like that.
Yeah. Second down and 6. Rolling out right side. Tailback. He might get a couple of yards, but it'll be third down. That's Gibbs again.
I don't know where he's going.
I think 84 was like the false start.
I guess maybe since he kept going, he was okay.
I think he was trying to figure out where he was going. Third down and 4. Red Devils done a pretty good job that time of forcing that to be strung out there, Greg.
Yeah, they really did. Again, we talk about that lateral pursuit, and Fyffe just does an excellent job. The linebackers, like Drew was talking about, keeping them going, and then the interior linemen finally catching up with them.
Third down and 4. We'll see what the Broncos have in store. They've been going for it on fourth down pretty much the entire second half with under 3.5 left to go in the ball game. Here's a give coming near side. It's that 0 we don't have a name for, and he'll get slung down. I believe that is Noah Patterson, and indeed it is. On the tackle, the 5'10", 145-pound freshman bringing down Gibbs. Boy, they are riding Gibbs here in this second half there, JJ, especially the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they're giving him, you know, of course, he's one of their main offensive players, you know, getting a little work in.
Well, I'm wondering if he did something the coach didn't like. I don't know.
Could you say they're riding him like a Bronco?
Well,
like a government mule.
Oh, no.
Fourth down and 6. We're going to get in trouble. Very late decision to keep it after the play fake. Olinger going to have to find a way to make something out of nothing. Yeah. I think he does. He gets a first down.
Good.
Wow.
Good play by Olinger.
Olinger with a carry. I think Brody Freeman in on the tackle, as well as credit to Stephen Gilbert, 6 foot, 168-pound freshman. But it's a first and goal for Holly Pond, and they're threatening here late in the ball game with just over 2 minutes left to go.
So does the government still have mules? That's what I'm wondering.
Oh, never mind. I'm not going to say it.
Oh, no.
There's another name for a mule, and they've got plenty of those. Okay.
Boy, here we go.
Yep. We're getting in trouble. First and goal at the 7.
Go Big Red.
Down to the 1 it goes. Second and goal. Hey, listen, I done been in quote unquote trouble tonight. I'm not getting in trouble for you guys.
You big dummy.
Yeah. You know the government's listening to us right now anyway. So.
They'll be selling mules on our phones here later.
Yeah, we'll have a pop-up for mules.
It's a dang conspiracy, man.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a dang conspiracy. Second and goal is not a conspiracy. It'll result in a touchdown. With 1:17 left to go in the ball game. Trying to make the score a little more respectable, but let's be honest, they're trying to really find something, anything to positive to take into the night and into the weekend. Coming up after this 2-point conversion attempt, we will check our Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard. With Travis Lane, he finally signaled he is ready to go.
Travis Lane. And that's right, ladies. Travis Lane, ready to go.
The Danville Hawks' most eligible bachelor.
Phone number is 2.
256-586-9300.
Hey.
Olinger will roll out. He's looking. He'll fire to the end zone, and that's going to fall about a yard short. Now, flag comes out at the end.
I think it's an illegal touching right there. That's like number 68 that caught the ball or tried to catch the ball, I think.
I thought the ball hit the ground anyway. But
illegal what, Greg?
Touching.
Okay.
I thought the ball hit the ground. Are they calling illegal man downfield? He just put his hand on top of his head.
Ineligible receiver. How's that?
Yeah.
Let's check
just
it.
Decline the penalty.
Let's.
Okay.
Danny's got it.
It'll remain 61-18.
Mr.
Let's check our Raidsville Auto Glass in-game scoreboard update with Travis Lane.
In-game scoreboard. Travis Lane back with your Rainsville Auto Glass in-game scoreboard update. North Jackson over Westminster Christian 45-3. Bob Jones over Albertville 21-7. Randolph leading Madison County 42-7. Geraldine on top of Whitesburg Christian 62-7. And Pisgah leading Gaston 52-6. I'll catch you after the game right here on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
JJ, I need you to relax about that phone number, my friend, because that was the station phone number I gave out.
Well, I knew it wasn't mine, so I wasn't worried about it. I was like, oh, hey. Don't we give it out phone numbers?
Oh, me.
His X handle is at.
Here's a short kickoff, and Fyffe's going to fall on it and keep it from going out. I'm not sure it would have made the out of bounds, so that's a very wise play by the Red Devil man there wearing 44, Cason White, 5'9", 130 pounds as a freshman, to just fall on it because, Greg, I really don't believe that one was going to go out of bounds.
No, I think it had died right there where it was. So, again, like you said, heads-up play getting on that ball.
Let's check our Allstate Insurance scoring recap and what will most likely be the final score of the game.
The last one from Holly Pond was 7 plays, went 48 yards, went in from about a half a yard out, Olinger did, and it was 4 minutes and 32 seconds. They ran off the clock, though.
Allstate Insurance and Agent Casey Price, are you in good hands? The region is well in good hands of the Red Devils for at least one more week as they will move every step closer to a region crown. Fyffe will take the knee.
Have to knee it one more time, I think.
And with that final knee, we'll set up that everything showdown with the Geraldine Bulldogs. Let's just say it like that. You know, folks might look at it and say, well, pride is on the line and revenge is on the line. Well, region crown's on the line, and I think that's mainly what these kids care about more than getting revenge.
Yeah, it is. And how appropriate is it that it's the last game of the season, or last game of the regular season for Fyffe?
Yeah. I couldn't concur with you any deeper.
I don't think getting even or revenge or anything like that is on Fyffe players' mind. I just remember pictures getting taken in front of the scoreboard last year. So for us fans and stuff, you know.
Yep. Maddox will take another knee, and that will wind it out. And with that knee, Fyffe secures win number 600 in program history. With a final of 61-18, the Red Devils over the Broncos of Holly Pond. We will take the break. When we come back, it'll be time for the Northeast Alabama Community College post-game wrap-up. Stay with us. The final, 561, Holly Pond 18 on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Turn your backyard into an unforgettable playground with an inflatable rental from Air Kids Inflatable Rentals. Choose from a variety of bounce houses, Caltrains, water slides, obstacle courses, and combinations that will ensure your kids have tons of fun. Make it a tasty event with a cotton candy, snow cone, or popcorn machine. Air Kids will even deliver it to your home for a nominal fee. Affordable rentals and 20% discount for churches and schools. Call 256-996-1995 and follow Air Kids Inflatable Rentals on Facebook. Air Kids Inflatable Rentals, making your event memorable.
Elevate your brand with top-notch labels from Alliant Label LLC. A full-service label manufacturer, we offer everything from blank shipping labels to customized solutions. Whether you're a small farmer or a large corporation, we cater to your needs with precision and care. Family-owned and operated with 30 years of industry expertise, Alliant Label excels in delivering large-scale orders promptly and efficiently. Our commitment to quality and customer service means your brand receives the attention it deserves every time. Visit AlliantLabel.com or call 888-673-0707. Alliant Label, making your ideas stick.
When it comes to protecting all that you worked hard for, wouldn't it be great to have one place that protects it all? I'm Allstate Agent Casey Price, and I'm the only insurance agent you need to help keep tabs on protection for all of your stuff. I proudly served those in Alabama, but I can now help protect all of Georgia and Tennessee. From your home, car, rental properties, and ATVs to your life, retirement, and business insurance, I can help with it all. Give Megan and I a call today at 256-638-7910 or stop by my office in Rainsville and see us. Are you in good hands?
From one season to the other, your garage door takes a beating. Hot, cold, wind, rain, plus it's continuously in use. Time for a new garage door or a fix on an old reliable? CCM Garage Doors sells and maintains all makes and models of garage doors. 24-hour on-call service. 3 years parts and labor warranty along with free estimates. CCM Garage Doors is Better Business Bureau accredited. Don't fight the ups and downs of an aging garage door. Call Chris at 256-572-9170. CCM Garage Doors. Online at ccmgaragedoors.com.
The Clarkson Pennington Law Firm can handle your legal needs.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. We'll be there for you. Everybody needs someone by the side. That's just what we'll do. You can put your trust in us at ClarksonFirm.com.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than the quality of legal services provided by other lawyers.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College. Hi, I'm Adam Ward, and my career got started at Northeast Alabama Community College. NACC offers the lowest tuition rates in the state and guarantees class transfers within Alabama. Customize your schedule with flexible classes and fast-track certificate programs with new online options and hybrid learning. This fall, explore the new Workforce Development Center with expanded programs and cheer on the Mustangs on the Diamond in their first ever softball season. Kickstart your future at NACC.edu.
Now it's time for the NACC post-game wrap-up on Fun Radio. Fun 92.7 HD2. Presented by Northeast Alabama Community College. Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
Well, it's a very successful night for the Fyffe Red Devils indeed, as they move to 6-2 overall, but more importantly 6-0 in region play. And it sets up that all-important showdown with the Geraldine Bulldogs next week, right back here at Paul Benefield Stadium. Welcome back. This is the Northeast Alabama Community College post-game wrap-up on the Fun Radio Sports Network. I'm Adam Ward inside the FTC broadcast booth. I'm accompanied by Greg Mears and Jeremy Johnson. Drew Sims, our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter, is awaiting the head football coach of the Fyffe Red Devils, Coach Paul Benefield, who I think is doing a quick media hit, possibly with a newspaper right now. But as we await Coach, we'll continue to monitor that a moment here, Greg. But give me your final thoughts on this one.
Well, again, after a little bit of a scare on that first opening drive by Holly Pond, Fyffe settled in, started playing Fyffe ball. Was there only the one penalty on the kickoff, I believe?
Let me double-check that. Yeah, it looks like only one penalty on the entire night, yeah.
So, again, typical Fyffe football, didn't turn the ball over, had the one fumble, but we were able to get back on top of it and just, a little pass here and there and kept the ball driving and just, did what they had to do.
And difference in this ball team as we approach the final game of the regular season from game one against Pisgah to now, JJ, is what?
Well, I mean, tonight, you mentioned the penalties, playing mistake-free football. I think having a healthy Logan Anderson for the whole game, and we didn't have that in game one.
Drew Sims is now standing by. I apologize to interrupt you, but he is standing by with Coach Paul Benefield of the Fyffe Red Devils. Drew?
Yeah, Coach, good game tonight. Stay undefeated in region. How important is next week?
Huge. That's basically for the region championship, and we're glad to be at home. We need a big crowd, need a loud crowd, and that's just it's a big deal.
Thank you, Coach.
It'll also be senior night as well next week, and the first time all season that Fyffe will get consecutive games at home this season. At his coaches chat presented by Southern Ceramic Solutions. Protect and elevate your vehicle with Southern Ceramic Solutions. JJ, I interrupted your thought a moment ago to make sure we got with Coach before he got off the field.
Yeah, absolutely. Fyffe getting back into playing Fyffe football. I think that game against Pisgah, uncharacteristic things happen. I think our snapping situation has gotten better. I know we had some issues there throughout the beginning of the season. Seems to be going well. So these guys seem to be around. Health is, we talk about it all the time. Health is key. But as far as the football on the field, starting to play more like Fyffe football.
Indeed, they are. Let's take a break. We'll come back with the Northeast Alabama Community College postgame wrap-up with a look at our stats, and as well as hopefully catch up with Travis Lane one more time to give us one final update on the evening as the Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard will wind up. We'll also give you our thoughts heading into next week in that ever-important battle, as Coach mentioned it a moment ago, with the Geraldine Bulldogs. Win number 600 in the program's history here at Fyffe, and it was a big one, 61-18, and a region win on top of it over the Holly Pond Broncos in their first ever meeting. We'll continue with the NACC postgame wrap-up next, right here on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College. Hi, I'm Adam Ward, and my career got started at Northeast Alabama Community College. NACC offers the lowest tuition rates in the state and guarantees class transfers within Alabama. Customize your schedule with flexible classes and fast-track certificate programs with new online options and hybrid learning. This fall, explore the new Workforce Development Center with expanded programs and cheer on the Mustangs on the Diamond in their first ever softball season. Kickstart your future at NACC.edu.
Attention football fans, this season don't let slow internet make you miss a single touchdown, tackle, or triumph. With our gigabit fiber internet, you get blazing fast speeds that keep you in the game. Stream every play in crystal clear HD. Blitz through online stats and video chat with fellow fans, all with zero lag. Don't fumble your connection, score big with our unbeatable fiber service. Call FTC and get your gigabit fiber internet just in time for the big game. Stay connected, stay ahead, stay unstoppable. Visit farmerstel.com or call us at 866-638-2144. FTC, we keep you connected.
You need a place to save, just start now. Get a loan for that first house. Caught in the storms of life with just fair weather. You'll be safe. First State Bank will grow together.
First State Bank, locally owned and operated, where we can meet your needs personally and promptly with online banking featuring online bill pay, e-statement, mobile banking, mobile check deposit, debit, and credit cards.
First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Experience the local legend in frozen treats at Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice. More than an ordinary stand, it's a Fyffe tradition. Owned by 3 generations of Fyffe High School alumni who excel in serving smiles. Fully licensed, insured, and equipped with updated health permits. Our 3 trailers bring the party to you. Call 256-717-7239 for any occasion, large or small, from sporting events to family reunions. Offering 35 flavors of shaved ice, plus hot chocolate, spiced cider, and coffee. Taste the hometown pride at Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice.
Fyffe Pharmacy is your hometown Health Mart pharmacy for all your prescription and personal health needs. Fyffe Pharmacy's focus is on you, providing you with a convenient location, professional and friendly service from a staff that knows how to make your visit pleasant and enjoyable. Located at 44 Blackwell Street, just off Alabama 75 in downtown Fyffe. Fyffe Pharmacy, your Health Mart pharmacy, caring for you and about you.
Are you in a bind and need a reliable towing service in DeKalb County? Look no further than Guffey & Sons Wrecker Service, proudly serving the community for over 30 years. When you're stranded and need a lift, give us a call at 256-638-7041. We're here to rescue you with our expert towing and recovery. Remember, we're proud sponsors of the Fyffe Red Devils, so you know you can trust us. Don't wait. Call Guffey & Sons Wrecker Service at 256-638-7041. Guffey & Sons Wrecker Service. We'll hook you up.
Now back to the NACC post-game wrap-up on Fun Radio. Fun 92.7 HD2. Presented by Northeast Alabama Community College. Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
Welcome back to the post-game wrap-up here at Paul Benefield Stadium. The final tonight, 61-18. Red Devils dominate the Broncos of Holly Pond in their first ever meeting. And as we said going into the break, it also rings in Fyffe's 600th program win in school history. And that's a pretty big number that many schools only wish they could get to. And for Coach Paul Benefield personally, that also adds to his numbers. He, at least with the win for now, depending on what UMS Wright is doing tonight with a 2-5 record, and Coach Terry Curtis. For the moment, Coach Benefield is now tied for second overall with 357 wins with Coach Curtis, but we'd have to check on what UMS Wright is doing to see if that will hold true or if UMS Wright will get Coach Curtis back up by 1 game. We will check with Travis Lane coming up in just a moment for our Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard, the final scoreboard update of the evening, and look forward to hearing from him and giving us the final on the night. But, JJ, speaking of finals, you've got the final tally of statistics of the way that this game went. And the score says one thing. The stats will give you a bit more of a story.
Yeah, Logan finished the game with 188 yards and 3 touchdowns. Then you have Ryder, who I was, again, very happy to see out on the field. Finished the game at 87 yards and a touchdown as well. You have Blake. Blake completed one pass, 1 of 2, for 15-yard touchdown to Everett DeBoard. Then you have Maddox Doss. Despite the 2 kneel downs at the end, it cut his total there, but he had 31 yards rushing and also had 2 touchdowns for Maddox. Played really well in relief, I thought. And then you have Connor Hutcherson had 18 yards, so good job by Connor there. And then let's see, who was our guy? Who was our guy here? I'm scrolling up. I'm looking at my phone, so I apologize. Well, my goodness.
Do you need Greg's glasses?
I can't. I do need Greg. I need some help here. I can't find him. You have Freeman with 23 yards as well. I think I added him. Hang on. I apologize, but let me get this. I won't give him credit because he played well here.
Did you get Hayden Parker in there?
Hayden Parker's who I was looking for here. So Hayden ended up with 55 yards rushing and a touchdown as well. And, we kind of mentioned he got during that huddle, he came off the field and all that in the first half, but he played really well and ran the ball well here in the second half. So I apologize. I wanted to make sure I gave Hayden credit.
Well, we laugh about it, but, Drew, the fact of the matter is, as a former player, you know this all too well, we laugh about what happened there in that first quarter and the way that it went down from the outsider's perspective. If anybody thinks that is over, it's far from over come film study on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Well, that let's just say that film study will not be fun for any of those involved.
And we just got a look here. Final tonight, UMS Wright to win their 3rd game of the season over Alberta 30-0. So Coach will remain in 3rd place with win number 357. That will move Coach Terry Curtis up to 358 in their career. That's active coaches now, and Coach Benefield chasing Danny Horn and Terry Curtis. Before we take our final break of the evening, let's throw it back to the studio and check in with Travis Lane for our final Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard update of the night. Travis?
In-game scoreboard.
Here is your Rainsville Autoglass in-game update. Appalachian over Woodville, 21-0. Sylvania leading Asbury, 40-0. Ardmore leading East Limestone, 7-3. Austin leading James Clemens, 28-20. Bob Jones over Albertville, 21-7. Collinsville leading Brindley Mountain, 43-0. West Morgan over Central Florence, 36-13. Falkville ahead of Cleveland, 31-0. Coleman over Decatur, 31 Goose Egg. Danville tangled with Hatton, 28. Wilson leading East Lawrence, 14-8. Fort Payne over Hazel Green, 49-7. Gunnersville and Boaz tied as 21. Florence leading Huntsville, 21-0. Hartselle over Jasper, 27-5. Randolph leading Madison County, 42-7. Plainview over New Hope, 27-10. North Jackson ahead of Westminster Christian, 45-3. Pisgah on top of Gaston, 52-6. Fairview over Sardis, 28-6. Sparkman ahead of Grissom, 35-10. Madison Academy leading St. John Paul the Deuce, 48-0. And Geraldine on top of Whitesburg Christian, 62-7. I'm Travis Lane, and I'll catch you again. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Travis. We look forward to chatting with you next week as the Fyffe Red Devils and the Geraldine Bulldogs tangle right back here at Paul Benefield Stadium for the final game of Fyffe's regular season. We'll take one more break. When we come back, we'll preview that matchup and get you set for this weekend. It's the Northeast Alabama Community College post-game wrap-up. Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College. 561, Holly Pond 18. Back in a moment to wrap things up from the FTC broadcast booth in a moment on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College. Hi, I'm Adam Ward, and my career got started at Northeast Alabama Community College. NACC offers the lowest tuition rates in the state and guarantees class transfers within Alabama. Customize your schedule with flexible classes and fast-track certificate programs with new online options and hybrid learning. This fall, explore the new Workforce Development Center with expanded programs and cheer on the Mustangs on the Diamond in their first ever softball season. Kickstart your future at NACC.edu.
There's nothing like the sound of rain on a metal roof. JC Metal Roofing provides all types of quality metal roofing for your home or even your barn with the ag panels. JC Metal Roofing products are snap-lock standing seam. Trust the metal roofing company with over 12 years in business that offers guaranteed work from a licensed and insured professional serving all of North Alabama. Call 256-996-2678 and follow JC Metal Roofing on Facebook for current projects. JC Metal Roofing.
They work hard. They play hard. Liberty Bank is a proud supporter of our local student athletes. For 50 years, Liberty Bank has been your local bank with prompt local decision-making, individualized services, and a team of professionals that's committed to building relationships with every transaction. Whatever your financial needs, remember, Liberty Bank is always on your team. Liberty Bank supports and celebrates the student athletes for their hard work and commitment to teamwork. Let's hear it for all of our student athletes. Good luck on a winning season. Liberty Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Market on Main is your one-stop shop for women's clothing and gifts in the heart of Fyffe. Discover the latest fashions and game day apparel, all at an affordable price. Gear up for Friday nights under the lights with the Red Devils and find tops, dresses, jeans, jumpsuits, and rompers all on our shelves. Visit us at 1002 Main Street or call 256-623-8503. Don't forget to follow Market on Main on Facebook for specials and new inventory. Market on Main, your style, your community. Morning Glory is a locally owned and operated assisted living residence in Fyffe, providing exceptional care to those who can no longer live alone or prefer a safe and comfortable environment. We provide medication administration, bathing and dressing, all meals, housekeeping, and personal care assistance. Enjoy our family-style dining room, furnished porches, beauty salon, free cable TV, along with educational, devotional, and recreational activities. Our trained staff is available 24 hours a day. Call 256-623-2626 or visit morninggloryalf.net.
When it's time to celebrate that special person or team, call the professionals at North Alabama Trophies. Deborah Crawford and her staff offer a wide variety of plaques and trophies in different sizes and designs. And don't forget, North Alabama Trophies is more than just plaques and trophies, designing magnets, sports uniforms, t-shirts, custom sweatshirts, and children's clothing, and offers embroidery for hats, shirts, and more. 759 Main Street East in Rainsville. Call 256-638-8572. North Alabama Trophies.
Now back to the NACC post-game wrap-up on Fun Radio. Fun 92.7 HD2. Presented by Northeast Alabama Community College. Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
Final few moments here from Paul Benefield Stadium, the FTC broadcast booth. This is the Northeast Alabama Community College post-game wrap-up. I'm Adam Ward alongside Greg Mears, Jeremy Johnson, and Drew Sims. Tonight, the final, 561, Holly Pond 18. Can't ask for a much better outcome, at least, when it comes to staying undefeated in region play and dominating your opponent big like what the Fyffe Red Devils did tonight. However, when you take a look at the overall grand scheme of things, Drew, and again, we harp on it. You've been in that film study session. You've been in those practices where coaches had to have a come-to-Jesus meeting on the field. Those are not fun, but, again, these are the growing pains that you've got to go through right now. If you're going to have to go through them, you've got to get them out right now.
Absolutely, yeah. Now's the time to do it. And there's only one more regular season game, and that game being for the region championship. You'd rather do it now than any other time, I promise you.
Well, this game hasn't had so much on the line since 2021 when the Geraldine Bulldogs, I hate to bring it up, but was victorious over the Fyffe Red Devils that season. Now, granted, Fyffe played a very similar way about the schedule anyway. It was a 9-game schedule then. Fyffe ended up winning the region by default, Greg, because of the non-region tiebreaker rules that came into effect. But at this point, the tiebreakers won't favor Fyffe with their 2 non-region losses, so they would rather just win it outright.
Yeah, and that's the best way to do it, man. Just go down or let Geraldine come up here and leave no doubt who the region champ is. Walk out of here holding it high.
JJ, we were talking about that revenge mindset and sort of being in there. Listen, we're dealing with 15 to 18-year-old kids. We would be crazy to think that it's not there in their mind, but Coach Benefield's also one of the best at making sure these kids put the main thing first.
Yeah, well, the main thing is just, and Drew says it all the time, do your job. What do we have to do to beat this team? And I'm sure they remember it, and because we remember it, I mentioned it on the air during the game. I can remember people stepping on the flag out here at midfield and taking pictures in front of the scoreboard, and I'm sure some of those kids – there's a little bit of pride involved for them, and, it is, and I refer to a couple of teams, but it is the team up the road here And so I'm looking forward to it. It ought to be a good one.
Yeah, we'll have that call right here for you from Paul Benefield Stadium. The Geraldine Bulldogs coming in. It'll be senior night. We may get started a few minutes early as well to carry the senior night festivities in the pregame, though that will be the only pregame festivity, so it won't be a jumbled up mess. What kind of like tonight ended up being, at least for the radio side, because we were flying by the seat of our pants, and including JJ, hey, I need you to host last minute kind of stuff, but we will have that coverage for you. Maybe a hair early. We'll keep you updated as we go along and get a full-fledged schedule. There's a lot of seniors that'll be recognized this year. I think 20 or 21 from cheerleaders and band and football players. So we will have that coverage for you. We will carry it live right here on the radio, so don't miss out on that. And we also want to encourage you to come on out. It's going to be the final regular season game of the year. If you're just jonesing for a Friday night off, you got one the next week, as it's week 10 of the regular season. November 1st, Fyffe will not be playing that week. They will have the bye week, a good opportunity to get rested up no matter the outcome next week. It'll be a great opportunity to get rested up and prepare for the eventual playoff berth that they've been locked in for a few weeks now, but it's just a matter of seeding at this point. And I'm trying to find a couple of scores just to make sure we get this all kind of wrapped up nice and neat. Collinsville is in the playoffs. They locked it in tonight with a victory 56-0 over Brindley Mountain. So the four teams are set. It's just a matter of seeding at this point. And I'm looking for one. Oh, boy. You see that top one right there? The Bulldogs pulled it out. Yep. Piedmont wins 26-21, but boy, Weaver gave them a heck of a ball game, looks like there. Who would have expected that? The final tonight, 61-18, Red Devils over the Broncos of Holly Pond. That'll do it for us tonight from the FTC broadcast booth at top Paul Benefield Stadium. Next week, the Geraldine Bulldogs and the Fyffe Red Devils, Region Crown on the line. We thank you for joining us tonight. It's been a presentation of the Fun Media Group and the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV. For Greg Mears, Jeremy Johnson, and Drew Sims, I'm Adam Ward, bidding you so long, everyone. Fyffe wins at 61-18. Good night. Enjoy your weekend. Alabama Crimson Tide football tomorrow on Fun 92.7 FM, live from Rocky Top. Pregame show at 11:30 a.m. Kickoff at 2:30. Join us on the Crimson Tide Sports Network. Good night, everyone. So long, and as always, go Big Red.
You have been listening to Fyffe Red Devil Football on Fun 92.7 HD2. Brought to you by
Fifty Taters, ABC Accounting Services, CCM Garage Doors, Congressman Robert Adderholt, Farmers Telecommunications Cooperative, Sonic Drive-In, Fyffe Pharmacy, Alliant Label, JC Metal Roofing, Liberty Bank, Market on Main Clothing and Gifts, South State Realty, Northeast Alabama Community College, Pennies from Heaven Spa, North Country, Ford Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Arab, Rainsville Auto Glass, North Alabama Trophies Rainsville, People's Independent Bank, Pedals Flower Shop, Ace Auto Sales, Air Kids Inflatable Rentals, Allstate Insurance and Agent Casey Price, Applebee's Restaurant in Fort Payne, Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice, Morning Glory Meadows Assisted Living, Guffey & Sons Wrecker Service and Guffey's Tire and Wheel, Watkins Heating and Cooling, the W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel, Voice of DeKalb, Travel by Misty & Company, the Town of Fyffe, and Mayor Paul Cagle, the Clarkson Law Firm, Straight Creek Studio, Southern Ceramic Solutions, Wilkes & Sons Trenching and Plumbing, and by First State Bank.
Fyffe Red Devil Football. Online at fun927.com, on the Red Devil Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube channels. And